I'm almost ready. Shut up. All right. All right, guys. If you haven't if you all right, guys. If you have not sent me a direct message on Twitter, do so now, so I can send you the invite link. I don't know. You followed me as you. Everyone followed me as far as I'm aware. All right, hold on, man. Here it's in chat right now. Yeah, so if you want to be in there in the stream, then send me a DM on Twitter, and then I will send you the invite link to the hangout. Afterwards, I'm closing down this page, and that way it doesn't interfere with everything. But you know. All right, so I got one from McPull _ I'd suck your dick for an invite. Yeah, I'm sure you would. Let's see, I got one from Zach. All right, there's the lobster one. Wait, what? Oh, hold on. There we go. Follow back. All right, now you can try. All right, there's one sent to him and one more. There we go. All 4 are sent out. And the live stream is currently up and running. It's been running for about 3.5 minutes now. Okay, so let's see here. So I'm gonna tweet out the stream, so you can retweet or get the link if you want to. All right, there we go. Tweeted out the link and everything, so you could just check your what's it called, timelines. I can hear you. I can hear your erectness from here. But all right, so now it looks like you're all in this stream now. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that one page. You gotta go to your account on Google and click change. All right, sounds good. All right. Yep, I can hear you. Wait, hold on. Why are there 5 people in here? I only sent the invite link out 4 times. Let's see, there's McPool, there's Conflict, there's Batman, there's 2 Zacks. Oh, there you go. There we go. Cool beans. Alright, so what were we bitch festing about when we were in Jeff's rabbit thing? Aside from traps being gay and everything. That's right. Alright, so what executive order were we on? Was he the border wall, I think it was? Alright, so here we go. Let's see. God damn it, how do I get to the fucking executive order? Where the fuck is it? Yeah, you just posted in the chat here on the Hangout. Oh, that's cool. I don't give a fuck. God damn. Alright, so and like I said before, I did tweet out that the link to the stream, so if you guys wanted to retweet that or anything. There we go. There she is. Alright. Let's see now. Where the fuck were we? We were section 4 or something like that? Section 3, section 4. There we go. Yeah. Da 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 da. If you go to where the live stream is, then it's on there. Yeah, so you can have the live stream up and then you can just like mute it or whatever. In fact, you know, just for ease, I'll do a share screen 1. Absolutely. Anytime I do a live stream from this channel, I'm always gonna have a different fag of the day. Today just happens to be Justin Bieber. So I am screen sharing it now. So if you want to see it, then you can just click on my my icon in the Hangout. Well, who doesn't like seeing Justin Bieber take it fucking hard? I mean, I'd be more than happy to oblige him. Was that a gay joke, bitch? Well, see, that's the beautiful thing about being a faggot is that you can look at Justin Bieber and you can just be like, yeah, I'd hit that, and at the same time, it's like, I don't even need to pay attention to his personality because I can make him shut up when I fuck him. All right, so we're here on section 4. All right, let's see. All right, so let's start with top of section 4. We'll go through point by point and, discuss them accordingly, I guess. All right, section 4. Physical security of the southern border of the United States. The Secretary shall immediately take the following steps to obtain complete operational control as determined by the Secretary of the southern border. Well, that's a little repetitive. Right? 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 A. In accordance with existing law, including the Secure Fence Act and IIR-IRA, take all appropriate steps to immediately plan, design, and construct a physical wall along the southern border, using appropriate materials and technology to most effectively achieve complete operational control of the southern border. Well, I don't know. That's kind of a good point. It doesn't really spell out because who determines what kind of appropriate materials, who determines what kind of appropriate technology, and how do you determine effectiveness? Yeah, okay. Let's hire 500 engineers. You're all consultants, and oh yeah, name your price. Just go ahead and just get a bunch of rocks and get a bunch of Mexicans and just pile them up. Yeah, I guess the Mexicans would, all those illegal Mexicans we want to get rid of. It's okay. We don't need to send all of them back. We can use some of them as mortar. Yeah, well, that's the thing about it is I don't think that the alt-right would really have anything to complain about until the number got a little too high. Nah, we got 11 million to work through. I think we got enough mortar. Let's see. I know, right? That's okay. We'll have another 5 million in 2 years. That's okay. Well, in my experience, Mexicans are, rather fertile and productive. Not in the working sense either. Only me? What the fuck? Wait a minute. I think I know what the problem is. Hold on. There we go. That should okay. Everyone's can start talking now. That should be it. Goddamn XSplit.
All right. Can you hear me?
I don't know yet.
All right. I'm test, whatever.
Testing. ABC 1 2 3.
I'm bringing up the stream right now. I told her, hey, see if we fix it. Let me know. But yeah, I'm bringing up the stream on my phone to listen.
Yeah, because everyone should be on now.
ABC. Not fucking ringtone volume, you cunt. Cuck phone. I'm bringing up the stream right now.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, there was this one specific button on XSplit I had to fucking click and I didn't.
Yeah, I know.
God damn it, man.
It was preset. It was preset from when I was from my game streams, and I didn't want a bunch of fucking background noise bullshit.
Yeah, I do that whenever. Well, actually, I don't, but I know the button you're talking about.
Yeah, I was actually going to tweet this out. I was actually going to tweet this out to some other people. Can you think of anybody else who might want to join the conversation? Because I know it's a long fucking shot, but I was going to tweet it out to Jeff, to Sargon, and maybe one other person. Because you never know. They might be interested.
I tweeted Jeff like just before we started the stream. I told him that we were keeping the rabbit stream going strong, but he didn't get back to me.
Yeah, I told him that as well. I told him, man, he's missed an awesome fucking conversation.
We were going on for like 4 hours after he left. He left at like 3:40 something, and we just started this stream.
Right.
Let's see, who else can I fucking. Let's see. Maybe rags.
Oh,
Maybe.
hold on. All right, so yeah, wife's watching, and yes, honey, I can see the fucking chat.
Can she actually hear everybody now?
She said got all of you.
All right, good. I'm glad I found that fucking mistake I made.
What the hell was her? Oh, Patron, maniacal laugh.
All right, well, just for the sake of the stream, because I did have everyone muted because I'm a fucking moron. We'll go through section 4A again, and just whatever. We'll probably immediately jump into B because number A is just kind of like okay, well, who's determining it and how.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Section 4, physical security of the southern border of the United States. The Secretary shall immediately take the following steps to obtain complete and operational control as determined by the Secretary of the southern border. A. In accordance with existing law, including the Secure Fence Act and IRA, take all appropriate steps to immediately plan, design, and construct a physical wall along the southern border, using appropriate materials and technology to most effectively achieve complete operational control of the southern border. And I think we pretty much agreed at that point. It was that entire point was primarily a question of, well, who's determining what's appropriate in terms of materials and technology, and who's to determine. That's what makes the most
planning. It's extremely subjective.
Yeah, and who's to determine, basically, what constitutes, effectively achieving complete and operational control.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it's a big interesting question about that, because I mean, you can bring in 100 different engineers and security experts, and they'll all give you some different fucking opinion.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. No one can actually determine 100% control.
I can imagine they're going to be given specific parameters, and they're going to say, find what you need within these parameters.
Yeah. There's going to be, fucking budget, how fucking far tall the fucking walls got to be and shit. And of course, I think even Trump, they even said that it's not going to be one giant wall. There is going to be not really breaks, but not wallish areas.
He said he denied that there were going to be fences, but I heard it leaked that it was pretty much going to be like a big chain link fence.
It better not be. I'm wanting a fucking Great Wall of America. All right.
Yeah, I'm expecting. I am not expecting chain link. I am expecting concrete. I am expecting fucking turrets and all kinds of shit and watchtowers.
No, I'm expecting
Great Wall shit, man.
Wait.
I'm expecting
Who was the one who spoke about the Great Wall of America?
That was me, Batman McGrath.
And who are you, and what race are you?
I am Mexican. Well, okay.
Half Mexican.
Half Mexican, quarter Jew, like fucking 5% Polish. Well, do you want to go into what all? German Jew.
I'm just generally curious who wants this wall up.
I do.
I do. I definitely do. We mentioned this earlier when we were talking in Jeff's room about how the illegal immigrants, they do work at a lesser wage, and they do it because blah blah blah. And it's what sucks about it is American Mexicans like me, who was born in America, who is an American, are fucking lumped into them. I worked on a fucking potato farm.
Hold on, I'll be back in a minute.
All right. But I worked on a potato farm where I was fucking grouped in with the illegal Mexicans just because I was Mexican.
A potato farm? Are you sure you aren't Irish?
No, I'm not.
That's that's racist.
Only white people can be racist.
Hey man, I'm half Irish.
I was about to say, isn't one of us, one of you guys live in Ireland?
No, I don't think so. There was a dude earlier. That said he was from Ireland, but he left.
Yeah, he left like bitch and all the rest.
A joke I used to make, and I stopped making it because of her, was the Irish were almost wiped out by a potato famine. I didn't know, but apparently they take that shit seriously.
Oh God, they do.
It's serious. If you're in Ireland, man, I've got family members in Ireland that are very serious about the famine, man.
It's like bringing up the Holocaust to a Jew, dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
brought it
like
up to her.
similar,
She's like, "Hey,
similar.
those were dark times."
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
were
They
dark
really,
times.
they really were though.
But it was all about like religious reasons and not like political reasons.
Unlike the Holocaust, right?
Yeah, because Jews are fucking awful.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh God! I swear to God, I
Religion.
should send a message to Christy Winters and be like, "Want to join us?"
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude,
if Christy Winters wouldn't join Sargon, there's no fucking way she'd join us. You
Okay,
kidding me?
I'm
We're
back.
five fucking
Oh.
idiots.
no.
Fuck, I wish
Dude,
you would.
if you make Christy Winters make a video about me, I'll fucking suck your dick for reals.
No, but
Oh, dude,
just-
I can't wait.
No, just wait. No,
Christy
wait.
Winters, Christy
I
Winters
actually
response
suck
to
your
Nick
dick.
Paul.
Just fucking send me your address and I'll suck your dick.
well, see, that's just the thing about it. I think she actually might consider it, just based on the fact that I don't have any beef with her and she doesn't have any with me. So it's not like I'm Sargon or Armored Skeptic or some douche to her.
She doesn't
Well,
have any
you-
beef with
You
anyone.
don't have any. You don't have
actually.
any beef with her.
There is only one SJW on YouTube that I have a beef with, and that's the queer kids bitch.
Who's that?
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck
God.
that bitch.
Like, she doesn't know it yet, but she is
fucking
literally my
Christ.
fucking Joker. Fucking
Oh,
hate
can
that
we
cunt.
can we
Who
like
is that?
please get into her?
Oh,
that-
you don't know
that
queer
bitch
kid stuff, man?
infuriates
No,
me.
no, no. Who is that?
Her name is Lindsay. That's all I know. And I'm not gonna try and dox her any more than that. She goes by Lindsay. She has this YouTube channel called Queer Kid Stuff, where she teaches queer
Oh
kids.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. Queer kid stuff with the teddy bear.
Yeah, fucking the only video I have that's gotten a shit ton of views was the one I did on her Love Trumps Hate. I fucking did a video on that, and like I've gotten shit tons of views off of it.
Could you link
dude.
your channel in the chat
Please,
so I can check it
please
out?
link that video and I'll.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, guys,
I
weren't
fucking
we gonna?
hate that bitch. So
Oh.
Weren't we gonna watch? We're gonna watch the Anita Sarkeesian review, the feminist frequency review of Rogue One.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh my fucking.
Let's get through the executive order first.
Okay,
let's
okay,
get through
okay.
that.
Yeah, there's not much more to it. So,
So,
all
if you want to continue, Nascatan, if you want to continue.
right. So, Section B: identify and, to the extent permitted by law.
Who's reading it? Oh, didn't he go AFK?
No, I'm not
No,
AFK. I was
he's
just
back.
tweeting some shit. Let's see. Okay, so Section B now. Let's see. Identify and, to the extent permitted by law, allocate all sources of federal funds for the planning, designing, and constructing of a physical wall along the southern border.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's just some clarification from point 1. Point C. Project and develop long-term funding requirements for the wall, including preparing congressional budget requests for the current and upcoming fiscal years. And then it moves on, but I mean that's kind of a good point, because one of the biggest questions about the wall was sure the biggest one was, you know, how's it going to be paid for up front, but
How are you gonna pay for it? How
yeah,
long?
how are you going to
Years.
how are you going to assure the appropriate funds in order to maintain it?
Yeah.
'Cause that's an interesting question, because aside from, you know,
Shit.
some kind of tax aspect, I don't think there's too many real easy ways to do it.
Oh, we'll
Well-
get plenty of tourist money.
Sorry, I got distracted for a minute from. I haven't looked at my YouTube channel in a couple months, and I was amazed at some stuff. But yeah, and you were talking about how we're going to pay for it. Well, I mean, let's look at, like, you know, we're not. Trump said he's not going to give funding to fucking Mexico if they're not going to pay for it. The funding that he would give to Mexico instead going to go to the wall. That was going to be that's going to be a couple million right there.
Well, I mean,
Fucking some of these sanctuary cities, probably throw that in. Might throw some of his own income in. You never know.
well, yeah, I mean, Trump's worth enough. He could probably keep that wall running a good 10 years.
Oh yeah. And
After it gets constructed, I can imagine you'll get a decent amount of tourist revenue to pay for the maintenance fee.
that video we were talking about that I did on Lindsay, I'm just gonna post it in message here.
Oh.
For you guys. I don't know. I'm drunk and lazy right now.
Yeah, aren't we all?
I can't fucking see shit in this fucking Chrome.
On the side, there's a little bubble thing that, you know, for a chat.
Yeah, but it's all fucking super tiny and shit. and I don't usually use Chrome.
Well,
So I
maximize your
can-
fucking page, dude.
There's that.
I'll maximize your
I mean, 'cause-
fucking
'cause-
dick, dude.
You should.
Um,
The message section. That's actually pretty large. But if you wanted to actually see what's on like my screen, that's being projected, then you just have to click on my name on my little icon, and it'll pop up there for you.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, so
Yeah.
let's see. Part D. Produce a comprehensive study of the security of the southern border, to be completed within 180 days of this order, that shall include the current state of southern border security, all geophysical and topographical aspects of the southern border, the availability of federal and state resources necessary to achieve complete operational control of the southern border, and a strategy to obtain and maintain complete operational control of the southern border.
and this is all after the wall is built. I mean, like this.
No.
Now, this is a prior. That's within the first 180 days of this executive order. They want
So basically,
all the
first
information.
6 months.
All
Basically,
right,
the
all
first 6 months from this order, figure out what you need for it, what's the current situation for it, and how to keep it operational.
Yeah, essentially, what's the current situation at the border? What's our current border security situation like? Give me all the maps and all the information on the hills and the rivers and everything else, all the topographical information, and then what kind of, and then an estimation of the kind of resources that would be required to fulfill this order. Which
But
I'd honestly be I'd be amazed.
have-
I'd be amazed if they completed this in 180 days.
have
Oh, I
they
would
showed
too.
any of this? Have they showed any of this?
Yeah, we got 5 people watching. Have they what?
Have the presidency or whatever showed any plans of this?
Not yet. Since he signed it, and then everybody did their freak out, and then the Muslim thing went through, and like everybody's focused on that now. So I don't even know what the status is on this.
Well, hey,
Oh,
which
yeah,
honestly, I
exactly.
got to give props to Trump for the whole the not immigration thing, but the travel visa thing. I have to give him props on that.
Man.
I have to give him props on that because that did distract everyone from the goddamn wall.
Basically, every single
Yes,
order
sir.
he signs, it silences the outrage of the previous one and just moves it to a new one.
So,
Yeah.
so for the travel ban, was it not based on a list that the Obama administration had already come up
Yes, it
with?
was.
Yeah, the Obama
It was
administration
her.
already had basically everything that's in Trump's executive order on the travel ban. Obama already basically had there. And then all
The
Trump
travel
really did
ban
was kind of
all
expand on it
based
slightly.
on the abomination countries of concern.
Yeah, all Trump really did was, expand on it slightly and then readjust a few specifics, and that's all he did.
And something that's hilarious that everyone is like that's freaking out about this doesn't seem to notice really quite blatantly that 4 of those countries, Yemen, Iraq, Syria, and Libya, are all chaotic civil war infested messes because of our intervention, mainly Obama bombing all of those countries.
No.
Yeah, I mean it's
Libya-
like because we already have all the evidence we need about of like ISIS fighters and other terrorists, using the refugee crisis to slip into Europe, and so
Heck,
it
that,
would
was that was the Paris attack.
yeah, so it would only make sense to sit there and be like, all right, so if you want to come from any of these countries, there's 120 days where we're like, nope, no new visas, no new nothing. Let's change up some shit, and that's all it basically is saying, here's a hiatus so we can reallocate things and we can reconfigure our refugee and visa policy.
Oh, so I didn't realize that it was just a temporary thing. Is it?
Oh no,
just a temporary ban?
it's only 90 days. Yeah, it's only 90 days.
Oh, I thought
Okay,
I thought
okay.
it was 120.
No,
That,
3 months.
it's a 120 days for the Syrian refugees, and it's 90 days for the actual immigration from those selected countries.
Oh, okay.
So after 90 days, ISIS will have been defeated by Trump.
Hopefully. I
well,
almost.
Isn't ISIS already like on the run? Aren't they shrinking considerably at the moment?
Well, they have lost
I think
Aleppo.
they're more turning it like how it was like first Al Qaeda, now it's ISIS. I mean, I think it's just some other groups starting to
Hold on.
come
I'm
into
gonna
power.
post something into the chat. I want you to pull
All
up
right.
a bit. It actually explains that.
I almost flipped out on somebody on Twitter today because they said what happened in Germany on the New Year's Eve 2015, all the rape gangs and shit.
Oh yeah.
Fucking motherfucker
Yeah.
tried to say that was all propaganda to fucking turn people away from
It's a false
refugees.
flag. It's a false flag.
It is.
Yeah.
Blow it up a little bit more.
Yeah. So what exactly are we looking at here, conflict?
You are looking at a breakdown map of the current battle lines in Syria. Zoom out a little bit, and then go to the right to head over to Iraq.
Yeah, this whole fucking map's a fucking psycho.
Fucking yeah.
God damn.
It's detailed.
Well, that and all this fucking yellow.
That is
Oh.
That is Kurdish areas. Kurdish
No.
controlled areas.
All I see is racism. This is all
So let's see
racism.
here.
So wait. So
It's all-
which part is under ISIS control?
The black.
Okay.
That's like
Uh,
that's like what?
That's
Right
still-
here?
That's a considerable amount. Still.
No. I'll explain the map a little bit. In
All right.
Syria, the center black, that is desert. That is desert areas. So they don't have the population center.
All this stuff right out here is basically just
Desert
pretty much
and oil
unpopulated.
fields. Yeah, desert. And
Okay,
oil
but
fields.
is it still under ISIS control? Is
Yes.
the thing
Yeah, it's under ISIS control, but it's not really key.
patrolled
to,
or like?
Yeah, it's not really key to what it is. Go over to Iraq. It's to the right.
Good lord.
Okay. The black is what ISIS controls in Iraq.
Alright.
As you can kind of think that ISIS still has a large chunk of this country, but it really doesn't. They have lost almost every single major population center they once controlled. And if you zoom in that enclosed pocket to the north there, that one, yeah.
That's a little close.
That
There you go.
Mosul is Iraq's second largest city that ISIS captured in 2014, and the Iraqi army just retook half of the eastern side of it, and the month previously before that besieged the area by trapping them inside that pocket. So all the ISIS fighters that they've been fighting for the eastern side had no resupply of ammunition, food, water. They've basically been draining them dry.
It's essentially an encirclement and depletion program.
Yeah, basically. It's estimated that over the course of this 4-month, this like 2-month battle for that eastern part of the city, over 4,000 ISIS fighters has died.
Because because ISIS they are in a pretty sick predicament here. I mean, it's not like they can really do anything out in these areas. I mean, that's all fucking Kurdish, and they're hardcore.
Oh no, yeah, the theme is like this area. This is the Kurds are basically just holding the blockade, and it's the Iraqi government's job to actually take back this area.
Akbar Mountains, Allahu Akbar.
So I don't
General
I don't
Akbar.
for conversation, but I just linked for future reference. I linked the Rogue One video by Anita.
Okay. Well, we'll pull that up in just a bit.
So
Yeah, sure.
what about the red and the yellow? Who's that?
Oh.
In Iraq, the
Iraq
red
is the red.
Yeah, the red in Iraq, the red represents the actual Iraqi government.
Okay.
The university backed Iraqi government. They're actually doing a lot way better. The yellow is Kurdistan, is Iraqi Kurdistan. It's actually a autonomous state within Iraq itself.
Okay.
And then this little uncolored pocket here, that's kind of where ISIS is kind of residing.
That's ISIS is.
Hiding out in little pockets.
Actually, as you could probably think of like why are they only attacking from one side? is that because of the ethnic and religious differences throughout Iraq, certain units cannot fight in certain areas.
Well, it also has to take into consideration, just the logistical aspect of it, because once you have ISIS surrounded an area, you don't have to attack from any several positions. You could just basically hold your own on basically every side, and then and then at that point you're able to concentrate your forces into a single region and be like overwhelming force, bitch.
Yeah. That main city, that little block there by that little airbase, Tal Afar, that has been they've closed that pocket off for about like 2 months. And the only reason why they haven't retaken it is because that area, the countryside, has been delegated to be the militias, the Iraqi militias that join to fight ISIS, but they're primarily Shia, and they aren't allowed to actually take the city. The Iraqi army was supposed to follow up and take the city, but because they're being bogged down and actually trying to take most of the secondary city, the militias actually got the green light to attack it, which they'll be doing in the next couple of days.
Oh, fucking Middle East and all its fucking sectarian bullshit.
Yeah. If I'm correct, what was it like when ISIS, like, at least as far as I know, at least when I first heard about them, they had some airport. They took over some airport, and like Obama had perfect chance to take them out right there, but fucking like wanted to, I guess, quote unquote, try and do it peacefully, but instead, now they've become big. Am I correct in that assertion, or am I just?
The airport I believe you might have been talking about is zoom in on that little airbase near the black.
Oh god, there's so much going on here.
No, near the town. This is Mosul.
Town of Mosul.
The big red dot.
Down
Yeah, right
here,
there. Yeah, right there.
Right here, Mosul Airport.
Mosul Airport. That was before ISIS took it over. It was basically it was the U.S. Army's and Iraqi Army's like main base for that area, and they took a lot of equipment from there. But they really could. The thing that the Obama administration didn't really do was that they didn't immediately just start wiping out ISIS convoys that approached Mosul when they did. They could have wiped out this city, this second largest city, over 2 million people population, had a standing army unit of 300,000.
Good lord!
Up against that fled to a force of 1,000.
Damn.
They fled. They didn't fight. They fled.
Sorry for my momentary silence. My dog's being a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I was dealing with chat. But damn. All right. Because oh shit. Yeah, like I said, I just remember whenever it happened that he had that they had for the most part control of an airport. It was before I was really started getting into the politics shit. I was trying to stay out of it. Goddamn Twitter.
Yeah, well, at least the Iraqi army was able to gain control of the ruins.
Yeah, fucking.
Keep ISIS from destroying that shit.
Not really.
Well, ISIS destroyed plenty, but at the same time, at least they're keeping them from destroying more.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could save a little bit, it's better than nothing.
Zoom out a little bit and go down to the southwest where that little black pocket was. No, south.
That was west.
Southeast.
Southeast. Where the fuck am I going?
There you go.
Hello.
This
Hawaii?
pocket...
They took over Hawaii.
No. This pocket has been encircled for about 5 months.
Well, goddamn. I mean, they really
Why
need to
don't-
get their shit together.
Like, why haven't they attacked it?
Oh, I know exactly why. It's because the Iraqi army's fucking incompetent.
No. The Iraqi army's they just said, okay, we have that encircled we have that encircled. We can just let them fuck it. We can just let them be there while they just send men constantly trying to break our lines and while they get drained of ammunition and people. While we focus on Mosul, which is more important. But the reason why the actual popular mobilization units, basically the paramilitary of civilians that have been doing a lot of fighting, why they haven't taken that with along with the Kurds, is because of sectarian reasons.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's like that's been put on the back burner until Mosul is done.
It's always that sectarian bullshit every single time.
Right?
Right?
Right.
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 Right. Right. Right. Right.
Right. Hey, we're up to 7 watchers now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's more watchers than I ever got on my gaming channel.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
Iraq is a more unified fight against ISIS, but because it's just Iraqi government and everyone wants them to survive, while in Syria that's just a clusterfuck.
Well, at least the Iraqis are trying to fucking do something because, with all these other countries around here, what they just don't seem to fucking grasp is that it's gonna take more than Iraq to take care of this shit.
Oh, Demas, they're the one who do it in their country that actually have control of the cities.
I mean, I'm sure Syria could help out plenty, if they weren't having to deal with a goddamn civil war being forced on them by the fucking CIA.
But the person's a dictator, whore, scumbag.
Yeah, that's true. I'm honestly surprised that countries like Jordan and Saudi Arabia aren't willing to, fucking help out.
Right?
Saudi Arabia has its own ideological problems.
Yeah, they always do. At least it's good to see. At least it's good to see they've been able to relegate ISIS basically to just these areas. Basically, a few cities, a few important places, and then primarily a whole lot of goddamn nothing.
Yeah, but sad for the people who live under the rule.
It is, but what are you gonna do?
I came to a realization about. I don't know if I said this earlier. A realization about the whole Muslim thing, and that is, it really doesn't matter what side you're on. It doesn't matter, if it's right, left, anything. Pretty much everybody is saying, "Fuck the innocent." It's just depending on which innocent you're talking about.
What do you mean?
Well, all right, the people that are anti-ban, they're, in a sense, they're just ignoring the fact that there are going to most likely be some fucking bad people that come in and try and do something horrible here.
And you have to point it all out. What?
Yeah. But if you look at the countries that have been letting refugees in, France, Germany, all that, shit's happened there. If we start doing it, most likely shit's going to happen here. Innocent people will be hurt.
Well, see, that's the primary problem, and the way that I look at the way that Europe has really kind of tackled this refugee crisis is that they were all so concerned with the humanitarian aspects of it that it was it opened the door for the vast majority of the people coming into Europe not actually being fucking refugees.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
They were primarily just economic migrants.
They did not make sure to say, okay, here are rules. Here is this. You must qualify for this and this to get in. They said they basically just said everyone come in.
Well, yeah, that and the complete lack of vetting for the most part.
Yeah, that's the thing about it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I'm fucking for the. It's not that I'm for the Muslim ban or quote unquote Muslim ban, but I'm for finding out a good vetting system so we can at least try and not let a lot of these fucking bad ones in. Because like I was saying, if they're against it, they're for just letting them all in, and in a sense, some bad ones in, and will essentially hurt people. And then if you're for the ban, you are I'm for the ban, and I essentially am saying, fuck the innocent ones, because I'm don't want those bad ones to come in. And
Essentially, for the most part, it falls down to the metaphor of, I know there's that one metaphor, what's his face fucking used about the fucking, okay, you got so many M&Ms and some of them are poison. Well, how about this? How about it's perfectly understandable if we let just M&Ms in, but if you just kind of just let it flow as it does and you don't have an appropriate vetting process and everything like that, then once in a while you're going to start getting some fucking Skittles too.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's no one really wants a ban. Everyone wants like a proper vetting process or a more improved vetting process to let people in.
Exactly.
Very few people, besides we all know who they are. Other people just say fuck everyone.
Oh yeah, because
but most people want.
There's a difference. There's a difference between a permanent ban and a temporary ban. There's also a difference between just letting fucking people in and being careful for the sake of the security of your citizens.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting down to.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was getting down to. Is what it all comes down to, in Trump's place. What it all comes down to is who is he going to protect over? Who's he going to protect most? Their fucking people or our people? And as an American president, he should be protecting his people. And which that's what the ban, the quote unquote ban is going to be doing. He's going to be getting a better vetting process.
It's effectively it's a freeze.
It's like I said.
I've realized about.
It's like I said earlier in our talk.
It's all just a freeze.
It's like I said earlier in our talk. It's not a permanent ban. It's a hiatus. It's just pausing our immigration and refugee process and everything else. It's a hiatus, pausing it until we can reform it a bit, and then they'll just start it back up. Business as usual.
Yeah, we're being asked to talk about something else. So let's get back to the immigration.
Yeah, just for the record, Matthew Stretton, fuck you. We'll get to it. Hold your goddamn horses. This is my stream, not yours, and we'll take all the time we want.
Exactly.
Damn.
Ree.
Yeah. So I don't mean to agree with Matthew here, but I also do agree with him. We have talked about a very deep conversation, such as the Middle East and immigration and all that. But I do believe we are going to move on to a conversation about Anita Sarkeesian and Rogue One.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm at the peak of drunk where I'm ready for that shit.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so if Nasket, if you want to load that up, I did link it in the chat here.
Absolutely, I'm getting it to it right now. Let's see here. So get rid of this Syria bullshit. Nobody gives a fuck about that.
I'm the only one that's seen it, right?
I've seen it.
I have not seen it yet. I have to be honest.
All right. I'll shut up about spoilers.
I'm also out of the loop. I have not seen it yet.
Oh my god!
I
will say this about it: she does bring up one or two good points, but the rest is just, of course, the bullshit.
All right, so just so you're aware, if there's at any point in the video that I need to pause it, just say pause.
Okay.
Like don't start freaking out and go whoa.
When was this posted?
If there's anytime you want me to pause the video so we can talk about what the fuck she's talking about, then just tell me pause, just one word. Don't do any kind of because then I'll have to reach through the internet and slap your ass.
Oh, before you start, I was going to say this. I was going to make a video doing a kind of not really a response. I was going to make it a me and her reviewing it, because before I started doing political stuff, I was wanting to do movie reviews, and so I was going to bring back my old thing of doing a review with her.
Oh yeah.
So, but I like doing this.
Well, with your wife?
No, with Anita. That was going to be the joke. Cause I was going to start it as me and my best friend Anita are going to be reviewing Star Wars.
Yeah. I love how it's 5 minutes and 40 seconds long. Hey, it's no different than all of your fucking videos.
Right.
Come on now, she doesn't have any friends.
Yeah, rip John McIntosh.
Poor bastard.
Oh, fuck, poor bastard.
All right,
fuck that guy. Oh my god.
All right.
No, Liz, I do not have a Discord. I should probably set one of those up. It's probably easier.
I need to set one up as well.
It's probably easier than fucking Google.
Something.
So
You should share your fucking furry porn. So
Liz is following him now on Twitter, so I'll So I'll send a fucking invite link. All right. So where the fuck was it? Get Liz in here so we can bitch about all this together.
She should come in this. She should be in here.
Wasn't Liz in the rabbit conversation earlier?
I'm not
That's the
entirely
glory
sure.
of the internet. Everyone can be just one and fucking complain about the same thing at the same time.
Speaking about complaining, would you want that Matthew Stratton guy in here?
Yes, everyone should be able to complain at the.
I happen to know the man, so I'll message him.
Well, just tell him to follow my Twitter, and then I'll follow back. You could send me a message.
Oh
See-
shit! I just.
See,
don't
I
know
am
if
a
he has a Twitter.
fucking lonely ass, fucking Swedish nobody, and I'm here on the stream complaining about the things.
All right, there you go. I sent you an invite, Liz.
That's like the glory of the internet. Everyone can complain about the things you hate.
Everyone bitch
Without
about
being-
everything.
Yes.
Oh, I'm out of beer. All right, I'm about to kick my neighbor's
Damn.
ass. I'm gonna kick my neighbor's ass, going around fucking stomping, banging shit.
Well, I've been out of liquor for 2 hours now, so
Damn, dude.
Better heard it.
That's a shame.
you better hurry this shit up before I sober up.
Come on, Liz. Come on, Liz. Where are you, Liz? Where are you? I sent you a DM, Liz. Where are you? Get in here. Come on.
Yeah.
Liz,
I'll be back.
Liz.
Liz?
Liz.
Liz?
Fucking
Liz?
We're
Liz?
waiting on you to watch fucking Rogue One, a
Liz?
Star Wars story review.
Liz?
I'm sure that
Liz?
we're about to watch a fucking insightful fucking review here, not biased, not ridiculous. There's not. I highly doubt that there's going to be any ridiculous points brought up by Anita here.
Zach,
Liz?
I
Liz?
strongly suspect that you'll be super biased and racist.
No.
There's
no.
Liz.
Can you guys hear me? I'm using the shit mic.
Yeah,
Why are you
Liz,
using a
you're,
shit mic?
Racist.
Yeah.
Because using the good mic requires getting up out of bed, and I worked for about 25 hours straight making that gigantic ass collab because Lightworks hates me. And nothing like rendering a gigantic video and then realizing that your title cards are misspelled and then having to re-render it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I know them feels,
Yeah.
Liz.
What
I
kind
do.
of videos do you put up, Liz?
That shit just sucks.
I do it's three to four different types of things. A, I do a game show on Wednesdays. B, I do political vlog type rants, and then I mostly on free speech and or general skepticism without being too pompous. And then I just shit post, and I run shit poster of the week.
Hey,
Wait,
anyone who
you
shit
do
posts is a
shit
friend of
post?
ours, dude.
Yeah.
No. Shit posting is strictly not allowed in here. Calling it now.
Bullshit. Shit posting is always allowed.
I
No.
will shit post if you tell me not to shit post.
No,
So I've got
ban this
I've got a question for you
Ban
there
this
about your little
fucking
no shit post rule. Is this your fucking hangout?
Yes.
I
I mean, because don't get me wrong, I can hand it over
I
to you if you really
will-
want.
I will agree. It's not my hangout, so I can't make rules.
Exactly, and my
I-
rule
Let's
is
get this fucking video started, man.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, let's get
I
this
gotta get back.
dumbass video started.
I fucking shut down my fucking mute. My god damn it! I lost the hangout.
all right. So let's get
by the way-
going, Anita. By the way, what?
How do you feed the
I
sound?
was gonna say,
through?
I feel bad. One of my friends is actually watching. I totally ignored one of his fucking questions before. Lunacy. Feel bad. We're way past it now, but I feel horrible. Feel like a dick. I ignored my best friend, guy that I've used to live with.
And Liz, what do you mean? How do I feed the sound through?
I've been trying to figure out how to play videos live to view people in a hangout forever.
I'll be right back.
But anyway, you can show me that later. I don't want to interrupt. You're saying with the technical wonders of, ooh, you do a thing I need to do.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not running the stream. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to do a lot of it.
No, fuck it. I just do everything through the stream. All I do is audio through the fucking hangout.
Yeah, you're a dictator. We know.
There's no way for me to do the audio through the Hangout. I can't figure out a setting to do that.
Yeah, there really isn't one. So you just gotta basically just watch the stream and then just be like, hold up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, because
Back to it.
everybody's
I have to mute myself.
everybody's on the stream.
I can actually feed the audio to you if I could play the video.
Yeah, because everybody who watches the stream gets it at the same time. So, when we need to respond or anything like that, it's all synced in time with each other.
So since we got this time to pause, I actually offended somebody that was talking about Star Wars today.
Oh,
He
God.
made some post about Steve Brennan or whatever looking like an Ewok. And he was like, he looks like an Ewok from the planet Endor. And I'm like, first of all, you don't need to say from the planet Endor. Everybody knows where Ewoks are from. Second, they're from the forest moon of Endor, not Endor. He replies back with, stop being an asshole.
So basically, kill yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
I told him, hey, man,
basically
you
just
want
fucking
to
kill
talk Star
yourself.
Wars, you need to know Star Wars, all right?
All right, I'm back.
That is just nitpicking at the most severe.
Hey, I'm a Star Wars fan. I know things like that.
Yeah. All right, so I'll
Actually,
stop my screen share for now. There we go.
Yeah, let's just start the shit already.
Yeah, all right.
All right, well, here we go, guys.
The cringe is over 9,000, man.
And we haven't even
Show your
started.
face.
Over 9,000.
Start the movie.
Well, he's a
Shortly
furry. You
before
can't
Rogue One was
actually
released, a clip of the late great Carl Sagan
expect
discussing the
any
original Star Wars.
Shut your
Competence
fucking
of-
whore mouth. We're trying to watch a video.
Start the damn video. Start the video already. We've been waiting fucking half an hour.
I can't hear Anita when you're fucking yabbering, you piece of shit.
Hey.
Where's the movie trivia? This movie sucks.
Ugh. Here we go again.
Sex.org.
All right, here we go again. Shut your fucking mouth until you say pause. Then that's it.
Okay, dude.
I'm not seeing anything.
Good boy.
Are you playing it? Because I'm not seeing anything, but I see it on
Shortly
the
before
stream.
Rogue One was released, a clip of the late great Carl Sagan discussing the original Star Wars made the rounds on social media. In it, Sagan noted the fact that the people who populated the
You have to
fictional
watch
sci-fi
it from
setting
the
of the film
stream.
were almost
You
entirely
have to
white.
mute yourself,
They're all
and
white.
then it's going to be a
The skin
30-second
of,
delay. So just deal with it.
Okay.
My God, you people are idiots.
Oh, you can't play it through here?
No.
Yeah, that's what I was
'Cause
expecting.
then I can show you my screen, but you won't hear shit. God, now I gotta fucking take it
Yeah,
back again.
share the screen if you would, please.
I know, share the screen, but you won't hear anything unless it's on stream.
Oh, that's fine. At the
Man,
very
that's
least,
fine, yeah.
to actually see where we're paused at, because yeah, I mean, I was talking the whole time. But all right, I'll shut up. I'm muting my mic and I'm watching this.
Rogue One was released, a clip of the late great Carl Sagan discussing the original Star Wars made the rounds on social media. In it, Sagan noted the fact that the people who populated the fictional sci-fi setting of the film were almost entirely white.
Star Wars and a whole bunch of other things. They're all white. The skin of all the humans in Star Wars, oddly enough, is sort of like this.
Right.
And not even the other colors represented on the Earth are present, much less.
All right, first and foremost, I gotta say, Carl Sagan doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, but at that point, Lando was introduced in the second movie.
Really? And
There
they're gonna bitch about that.
wasn't a single. Well, everyone in the first movie was white.
Well, yeah, that's essentially
Exactly,
true. But at the same time, George Lucas basically said at the end of the first movie, "This is going to be a trilogy."
Look, I have a very unpopular opinion about this. I believe Star Wars is about the whole thing is actually centered around Lando Calrissian. It's all about him. He is the hero of Star Wars.
How so?
I was waiting for that. Okay. Well, because look at him. It's all a redemption story for Lando Calrissian. It's perfect. It all just leads up to him. He ends up betraying his best friend to save Cloud City, fucking then goes against the Empire, freaking redeems himself, and then ends up destroying the last Death Star, which actually ends the Empire. And what does Luke do? Essentially nothing. He
Gets his ass
doesn't
handed
actually
to him.
take out the Emperor. It's because he cries to his daddy, and his daddy's all right, I'll do it for you.
No, he
Kill the
gets his
Emperor.
hand asked
So,
to him.
so Luke destroys the Death Star for the first time, and then he kills the Emperor. Not obviously he doesn't, but his dad does. But it's because of Luke.
Yeah,
But
he does.
Luke
He
didn't
does
do
all
it.
the stuff that is like implied behind the scenes of that
Well-
Lando Calrissian.
I guess it's essentially one way to look at it is that plenty of other people are technically the heroes, but Luke is really just the catalyst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're totally wrong. My opinion is actually just a joke opinion going off of that robot shit
Oh,
with Billy D. Williams. But
Oh.
and I also, since I was a kid, I have been a Lando fan. I fucking always loved him. I mean, fucking hey, dude, it's Billy D. Williams. Who doesn't love Billy D. Williams?
dude, Lando
fucking
is
badass,
awesome and all
man.
that, but he's not a fucking central figure of the whole story.
Yeah,
He's,
I know he's really not, but I love saying that because it
Death Star
ruffles
in
so many
episode
Star
6.
Wars fans' feathers.
yeah.
He destroyed the Death
Okay.
Star in Episode 6. That's important, man.
But yeah, that's the other thing is what I do say is actually fact. So it can be argued. He does actually destroy the Death Star for the final time. The actual nail in the coffin that does it. I mean, if you're just somebody on another planet that's looking at your whatever CNN they have, they're going to report that Lando Calrissian took out the last Death Star. He's
Yeah,
the one
but
that actually ended it.
He's not single-handedly doing it.
No, they
It's
wouldn't. No,
their-
they wouldn't. They wouldn't. They wouldn't report on Lando Calrissian. Why would they do that?
No.
It's really just a universe full of aliens and white people. They'd never give him the time of day.
Yeah, that
It's
is
the
true.
rebellion.
He's black.
It's the resistance
are all
to the
racist.
Empire. Destroying the Death
Racist
Star.
for being white. You're racist
And-
for being white.
My friend does have a point. No Luke, Lando dies, which is true, but that's true of everything. Like, what was it? It was how it should have ended. Had the little joke of like, what if the Death Star just in the New Hope just warped right to the fucking Yavin and fucking destroyed it right off the bat. Fucking yeah. Without all those, there wouldn't have been anything else. Without Luke, without the rebellion, there wouldn't be anything else.
That's a good point.
Which one is Yavin?
Yavin in A New Hope was the planet that they were on. God damn.
What? Luke? I thought Luke was on Tatooine.
No,
Yeah, but
Oh
the-
god,
the
we're getting
resistance-
too
No,
caught
no,
up
let's-
in one
okay,
thing.
okay,
We'll explain
all right,
some
guys.
seconds in.
All right. I really gotta stop this right now because I'm just telling you, we don't need to sit here and go into Star Wars lore in that much depth. All right, so
I tell you, I could go into some extreme depth. I can even tell you the origins of the Jedi Order, how their religion started.
I am sure you
where
could,
it
but
broke
none
up.
of us give a fuck. Shut up.
Not now. Not now. Batman.
Dude, just fucking kill yourself already.
I know. I could tell you about Ashla and Boga,
That's
the
the plan.
entities of
Thought
the
it.
light.
I swear to fuck.
side.
I swear to fuck, dude. I will mute you if you keep fucking talking about it.
And now she brings up a point. Yes, it was Yavin 4, a moon.
Nascatan. Is it possible for me to invite? There we go. Never
Do
mind.
you not realize
My friend brings
where
up-
my icon came from?
What's up?
What'd you say, Liz?
Liz, are you saying something? I think it was Liz who said, "Do you know where my icon came from?" I have no idea, and we do not know, Liz. What was it?
I don't recognize it. Is it from Star Wars?
Probably.
It looks like some sort of fucking like.
That
Oh,
was-
it dropped out.
Yep.
There you go.
Just continue with the video.
Yeah.
Let's keep watching the video here.
All right, stop talking about fucking Star Wars lore. All right, now shut your fucking mouths and say pause if you want me to.
All right, let's keep going. Go.
Plus greens and blues and purples and oranges.
They did have a scene in Star Wars with a lot of strange characters.
Yeah, but none of them seem to be in charge of the galaxy. Everybody in charge of the galaxy seems to look like us.
It's wonderful that 39 years after the release of that film, Rogue One rectifies this issue to some degree, giving us a vision of a galaxy far, far away that more closely reflects the diversity of humanity here on Earth. In A New Hope, the headquarters of the Rebel Alliance on Yavin 4 is populated almost entirely by white people.
If the Empire has this kind of power, what chance do we have?
In Rogue One, the rebellion really does
Pause.
appear to be an alliance of people from a range.
All right.
This is just going to be one tiny thing. There is other races that are in high command in the Empire and in the Rebel Alliance. Just wanted to say that. That's it. We can go.
Yeah,
No, they're all white.
Admiral Akbar is like the leader of the fucking fleet.
No, he's white. Shut up. He's
Well, no,
white.
He's a fish man. He's not white. He's a fish.
A big
He's
part
totally
of
white.
the.
He's a trap.
Oh no, sorry, this wasn't a big part of it. But a story that people wanted to be in one of the new movies
Grand
was
Admiral
about
Thrawn.
a Chiss general, which is like the blue skinned people, a Chiss general, and so there is other races. It's just in the movies they don't really show them because they're about these heroes.
So is Chiss is the race that has the blue tentacles also?
No,
that's the Twi'leks. Chiss, they look normal like normal people, but their skin is blue and they have red eyes.
like
Is
Grand
there-
Admiral Thrawn.
Wait, who is he? Who is he?
He is
You guys
a
hear me?
after
We can barely hear you, Liz.
After
Hold
the
on.
rebellion.
This is fucking really aggravating me. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what I was trying to say before the potato laptop decided to be all potato-y, and completely boot me off of everything. I'm now on the Beast. The Beast is the computer where I do all the editing. Icon is an animated thing that flies around and talks for me. Icon is made out of a Twi'leks headdress that has been all fucked up. She's not necessarily a pretty Twi'lek, and that's the ironic part of her. And she's a Sith. But she is a character I developed that's Lucas and Disney approved. I dress up as her, and I go into parades and marches with her for charity. And it has to, since it is a Star Wars character, it had to be approved by Disney. I'm the only one allowed to use her.
Nice.
So, and her name
Now,
is
is
Darth
that true, or
Reptilius.
is that
I
just
couldn't
the
name my
bullshit you're making
channel
up?
that because of fucking Repsion. Changing his name to Darth Reptilius on Twitter.
Repsion.
Goddamn Repsion.
Oh, he
God
didn't know.
fucking damn Repsion.
It is white privilege.
Ever since Repsion lost the fucking battle on Drunken Peasants, I've had no respect for him.
And
The
that
fact
really
is
has to.
Pimp is my friend, and he came here a couple of weeks later. He was so pissed off that they didn't start docking points from Paul, because I've met Pimp and I know TJ, so yeah. Even though I'm not like the biggest diehard fucking.
Well, have you gone to their
Be right
meetups,
back
or
real
have you just
No, I
met
just
them?
talked to TJ on Twitter, and I hang out with Pimp Monk. He came here for a meetup, and I get him really loaded.
On the topic of Mr. Repsion, it does have to say a little something about, it does have to say something about him when
He's a faggot.
when you fucking lose to the drunken fucking peasants.
When you lose to fucking Pimp
losing
Monk,
to Paul
that's honestly, dude. I've got a lot of respect for Paul for like winning that, but in comparison, losing to fucking Paul and Pimp Monk is awful. I'd rather die in real life.
Paul
than
is
lose.
actually highly educated. I've met Paul as well.
What does that have to do with being spanked?
Actually,
He kept hammering the button. He had better button privilege. It was button privilege.
Goddamn privilege.
Okay, now that I'm actually
Spank-
on a computer
spank
that
privilege.
isn't going to potato out on me, and I can actually listen to the fucking.
potato.
Wow, that was something.
All right. Let's keep going with the review.
All right, yeah. Let's keep going.
All right, let's keep going. Bring it on, Anita.
Range of places and cultures desperately united against a common enemy. It's refreshing to behold, and it highlights the fact that the original Star Wars and most films out of Hollywood before and since function to center and glorify whiteness, marginalizing people of color in the process. But while Rogue One succeeds in the big picture sense of depicting a crucial moment in the rebellion's struggle against the mighty and oppressive empire, it fails to make us care about the individual characters who are swept up in this conflict. The film is so densely plotted, so busy advancing the particulars of its story, or plowing
All
through
right,
one
pause
of
it.
its many
Pause it. Wait.
That didn't take long.
Pause it.
That happens.
Awkward as fuck.
It is kind of awkward.
So
but it
the whole thing is every character in Star Wars is white, and they're doing it on purpose. Just because there isn't a main character, just because there isn't a main character who's white, that means that they're racist. How about fucking Star Wars Episode 7, whose main character was black? So they have to have a main character in Rogue One who is not white.
Everybody is not a gay Eskimo with heritage. They don't have a planet specifically for black people, and they don't rule the world.
Wait.
Therefore, it's racist.
Wait, so who was that? The character? Who was that fucking? Who was the dude in Rogue One who was like the pilot or whatever? He's basically the rogue. He's got a mustache. Who's the guy in the picture right now?
I don't.
I actually haven't seen Rogue One yet.
Anyway,
the
main guy. He's not white. Well, I guess he's white in like a Spanish context. He's Spanish.
He does look.
It doesn't matter. It's not it's a side story. It doesn't matter.
And the thing about it is, like, when she says, like, you're not caring about each individual character, well, effectively, like, literally, they are going on a suicide mission. This is not like they expect to live. This is a suicide mission. You're not supposed to get invested with every single one of these.
Well, see, that's the thing I don't.
These people are going here to do a mission, and they are willing to die.
Well, see, that's the thing I don't. That's the thing I don't understand about fucking Anita's fucking thing is, they don't really develop each character so you can get emotionally invested. They're not supposed to. It's a goddamn. It's a Star Wars galaxy. It's a Star Wars story. It's a bigger picture. It's a bigger picture than just these fucking characters.
Yeah,
we're not supposed to be. We're not supposed to be emotionally invested in each individual character.
Was not developed well. He was an orphan on a planet, and then his dad happens to be Darth Vader. That's it. That's his character. He's developed.
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to be.
Back in time to like Jabba the Hutt's palace, every single fucking thing in there was a different type of alien. But because I guess they used white actors off and on, that's racist.
You need more. If you don't have any black people in it, you're literally racist. Even if you include 100 aliens.
I swear to God, if I ever find myself in a position to make movies, I'm never hiring a black actor just to piss them off.
Oh right,
dude.
Hire white actors and paint them black. That'll really do.
I'll blackface everyone I need.
I don't know if that's such a good
Don't
idea.
do that because that
Bring blackface back. Bring blackface
Come on,
back.
dude.
Horrible. This is my production symbol. That just look horrible.
Come on, dude. The Rancor was black. No doubt about it.
Lando was in Jabba's palace. He was disguised.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for most of the time, you couldn't see that he was black. You couldn't tell he was black.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
You can tell
it matters to these people.
What's the thing in the ground? Oh my god, I forgot the name of the fucking...
Sarlacc?
Sarlacc was definitely black. That was that black...
Sarlacc was a black, thick, beautiful woman.
What's the name? I am dyslexic and I have verbal issues with remembering names. What's the black chick in Star Wars?
Which one?
Not
There's
Star
no
Wars.
black.
God damn it, Ghostbusters. Fuck, I just woke up.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah, you can tell that secretly Leslie Jones just turned upside down.
Yeah.
The Sarlacc pit is Leslie Jones turned upside down.
The Sarlacc pit represents every woman in every history ever.
Meat flaps.
Well, this doesn't help.
It's just meat flaps with teeth.
Well, this doesn't really help the argument. In Return of the Jedi, the Twi'lek that's like arguing with fucking Jabba the Hutt while he's choking her and shit like that, it is a fucking black chick.
Yeah, that's why she died.
Yeah, and you're true with that. I thought she wasn't too bad of a black chick, but I don't know what it is. I have a thing for Twi'leks.
I'm a giant red Twi'lek. I'll pull up the picture and I'll show it to you.
Is the Twi'lek, is that the blue chicks?
No, they're the multicolored chicks.
They are
can be any
multicolored,
different
but
color.
most that you've seen in the movies have been blue. They got the long tentacles off their head, 2 tentacles coming off their head.
Okay.
Yeah.
All I have to say is lives matter, and you shouldn't be racist.
Hashtag Greedo died in vain.
Okay, kick this person right now.
Hashtag Greedo was a hate crime.
Greedo lives matter.
Oh, fuck this guy. Fucking Han Solo shot.
I think let's wait until we get like 30 more seconds into it before we pause. Or
Yeah.
we'll be on
Yeah,
Disney.
keep going,
Yeah.
keep going, keep going.
Hashtag
Alright.
I like Silas B. Crumb.
Hashtag go fuck yourself.
You want to know who that is?
I don't even care.
Yeah, Crumb is that little fucking
Yeah.
monster. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
All right.
Really impressive action scenes that it rarely takes the time to breathe and let us get to know the people who are doing the fighting. So as visually impressive as they are, the film's space battles and ground skirmishes aren't as absorbing as they would be if we felt more of a connection to the characters.
What are we pausing for?
And when major characters die, you can almost feel the film straining to generate some powerful emotion that it hasn't earned because it hasn't taken the time to develop those characters.
Okay, Jesus fucking Christ.
You want to pause again?
I did. Fucking. You know, while the battles are impressive, this movie seems to struggle to make some kind of emotional impact because we're not emotionally fucking invested in all these individual characters.
The thing about Rogue One is that none of the characters are, I don't know, none of them are like, their characters aren't explored or they're not explained very well. None of them
That's the point. Because they're all suicide mission guys.
That's part of the point, not to develop the characters individually. Is that
Hey guys, I know that the stream can't see it, but look at my face right now on the Hangout.
Hold on.
That's pretty cool. Little costume
please,
back there,
is that you?
Yes, it's me.
You fucking faggot.
No, that's not actually you, is it?
That is me.
Oh,
I made that costume.
Hey, dude,
That
like
is just
I can
awful.
appreciate the fucking the time you took to make that and everything, dude. That looks good.
Yeah, she's got tubes going down in her back. There's actually a scar that isn't in this picture that runs all the way down
Are
her
you a
body.
man or a woman?
I am a woman. I just have a fucked up voice.
Well,
And I look like a tranny.
Well, just for the
Wait,
record,
are you an actual woman or are you a transsexual?
I have had 2 children. I have a vagina. Fuck you.
Okay.
I am a woman. I get this all the time. Don't worry about it.
well, just for the
It's
record,
my fault.
I'm sorry for saying
And the
dude.
fact that I have a testosterone imbalance, so
Just for-
I look
just-
like a kind of a man.
just for the record, in the chat there, Matron, we'll get through it. You just got to be fucking patient, bruh. I mean, you should. Most of the goddamn live streams where people actually go through some of Anita's fucking bullshit, 5-6 minute video, they'll be on it for an hour. Easy.
Dude, do you remember that
One
one
more
stream?
point to the actual when you're talking about that you aren't developed into liking into these characters. This movie isn't. This basically Save It Private Ryan, but you're just trying to get the Death Star plan instead of Ryan.
Yeah. Well,
and you're not supposed to get attached to these people.
Well, and that's kind of the point because
that they're going through.
Well, that's kind of the point because it focuses on the bigger picture. You're not supposed to be emotionally invested in each individual character. You're supposed to be invested into the larger plan and the larger scope.
This is
story.
them getting something for the war effort. This is not about them saving someone.
Yeah, this is
But
all
it
about
doesn't
who
have
gives
enough
Leia the plans that she
ideological
puts into the R2
push.
unit. That's all this is who gives the Leia the plans that she puts into the R2 unit. That's literally all this is for. That and also, like, they said that they're going to release a Star Wars movie every year, but they don't want to fucking just do the new trilogy. They want to drag that shit out as long as they can.
Well, so they said the new movie was going to be a Han Solo movie, right?
All I know is that when Harrison Ford finally dies, you guys are gonna have to like console me a lot because I'm gonna be a mess.
It's gonna be a sad day. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be saddest when fucking Luke dies. What's his real name?
Mark Hamill.
Mark
Fuck
Hamill.
Mark Hamill. Fuck Mark
you.
Hamill.
You know what?
I want my Joker. I want my Joker voice.
You.
I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna make a prediction here, guys.
Mark Hamill doesn't die in the next movie, I'll be fucking disappointed. I want him to just fucking move on to the new cast and leave them all.
I'm gonna make a prediction here.
You guys think that Rey- do you-
2016 was a shitty year. We lost a lot of great actors and musicians. 2017, I think we're going to have a nice, comfortable pause from that. And I think in 2018, like January 1st, 2018, we're going to lose Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and like 20 other people.
No.
Oh, dude.
We're all just gonna get into the
Yeah,
wrong
yeah.
airplane one day, and it's gonna get hijacked. That's
You guys heard that John Hurt died, right?
Yeah,
John Hurt.
That made me sad.
Have you?
John Hurt, that's such a fucking loss. John Hurt fucking died.
Yeah.
Which guy was that? Remember, I don't remember names.
He was a doctor for a minute, like a literal minute.
John Hurt. Do you remember? Do you remember the Hellboy movie?
Yeah, I was about to say Hellboy.
Yeah, the Hellboy movie. The guy who played Hellboy's father, John Hurt.
Oh,
He's been in the game for 60 years. Pretty much like most like famous British movies he's been in.
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever considered that every person you've ever looked up to and admired will die in your lifetime?
Oh,
No.
absolutely. I
That's
came to that
No.
realization the minute fucking George Carlin died.
Thank
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah, I guess you got a good point. Yeah,
Sorry,
I-
we're
yeah.
gonna get on tangents if people
Yeah,
die.
okay.
Yeah.
No, you're like
They play-
literally 30 years younger than every person you've looked up to ever.
Congratulations,
You're-
and shut your mouth.
No,
We're
I'm
going to continue the video.
36. I'm only about 15.
Shut up, everybody. Shut the fuck up. We need to continue with this video, I swear to God. Otherwise, we'll go for 20 minutes. Otherwise, we're going to go for 20 minutes about, fucking actors and everybody dying.
Continue the video.
Found it?
I find that answer vague and unconvincing.
Trust goes both ways.
If you're a Star Wars fan, some of the most effective moments in Rogue One may be those times when familiar characters from Episode 4 show up, because we've already developed an emotional investment in those characters. Rogue One uses this to its advantage,
Apparently, I
occasionally
have hit
tossing in
some lag.
familiar characters or visual references to Episode 4 purely as a bit of fan service, rather
I
than
hit
because
lag
it's important
too.
to the story this film is telling.
The Empire's building a weapon capable of destroying an entire planet. We have to capture the plans if there's any hope of destroying it.
Rogue One's central character is Jyn Erso.
No, wait, hold on here. I'm a little confused. Wasn't it supposed to be the Bothans who got the plans?
That was Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, but I thought it was supposed to be the Bothans who were the ones who, in their spy network, who got the plans.
Wait, which plans?
It was
The
Return of the
Death
Jedi.
Star plans.
It was at Return of the Jedi is when she said many Bothans died to get us this plan.
Yes, that was retcon. Yeah, that was retcon.
That was the second time the
Yeah, the
Death Star
second
got blowed up.
Yeah.
That was the second time the Bothans died, alright? You gotta get that right. That's why Bothans didn't die this time.
Well, I'm
I can't
not
wait until
a massive
Bothans
fucking Star
die,
Wars
because
nerd, so I forget these things.
Bothans are giant cat people. That'll be cool as
No, I also did make the same mistake. Like, I have extensive knowledge. I even made the mistake when this movie came out. Because I was like, I want to see fucking Bothans dying. Why aren't they dying? And somebody, corrected me. I was like, fuck, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I'm not a humongous fucking Star Wars nerd here, so I only know as much as I give a shit enough to fucking retain.
I got you.
Well, I have to say that Anita Sarkeesian probably isn't the biggest Star Wars fan. She probably knows a lot, but like,
I highly doubt it for the simple fact that
She probably knows
Anita.
enough. I have to say, Anita, she's proven herself to not be a big nerd.
When it comes to the
I would
I want to know what is wrong with fan service. I mean, like
Nothing.
seriously.
Seven was complete fan service, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Dude, when certain fan service shows up, dude, I cannot help but to giggle. I call me fucking lame, but
oh no, I agree.
give me a little fan service. Suck my dick, dude. Give it to me.
Episode 7 fan service. Are you kidding me?
What?
Yeah,
Episode 7?
She's talking about it like it's a bad thing.
Oh,
gotta make the dollar bills, yo.
She's just saying that like there's fan service. It's fun that it's there, but like it's good if it was there and you could find out more about these characters. That's effectively what he's saying, and I'm not really disagreeing with that
how
that much.
much longer do you want these movies to fucking be?
Yeah,
It's like-
and
well, it's
also,
like-
here's the thing. As a Star Wars fan, like, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, I didn't give a two bits fuck about the fucking plans. I know the end. The Death Star fucking gets blown up. Give me something new.
Want to hear the sad part? I've never seen Rogue One due to my disabilities and not being able to get in a fucking movie theater lately.
The whole thing about Rogue One is that you know what happens in the end. You know that the plans go through because of like Episode 4. But
yeah, but
Well, see, that's
I have to say,
Well, see, that's
It
kind of
still gives,
the whole
like,
thing about
backstory
Rogue One.
Before episode 4.
Rogue One, honestly, if you really look at it, we know what the fuck happens. We pretty much know what the fuck happens. So Rogue One, really, in and of itself, it's just a cash grab.
Yeah, this is what my opinion, my real opinion is about the prequels. That's why I think they didn't do good. Is because we know what's going to happen. Prequels never do good, or will rarely do good.
I have an unpopular opinion of the prequels. I think that they weren't by themselves not bad movies.
They aren't. I think if they would have gotten released first, like if they would have gotten released in order, they would have been the popular one.
We're tangenting again. We're tangenting again.
We are.
Guys, guys.
We have to be on the video.
Yeah, no more tangent. We can tangent for like 5 minutes at a time.
I'm trying to
everyone.
We can tangent when the video stops.
All right.
All right, so here we go.
My fanboy down. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, you just hold your fucking Star Wars turd in.
A young woman with a close personal connection to the development of the Death Star. A connection the rebellion hopes to exploit in order to deal with the Empire's terrifying new weapon. Unfortunately, despite being at the center of the story, Jyn is the least distinctive character in the film's core cast of heroes. She doesn't seem like anyone in particular.
Oh my god, that's sexism! She's not really important. She doesn't seem like she's really at the core. And that's wrong, because she's a woman. She should be.
Oh my god, I don't like the character, therefore it's sexist.
What?
I paused it I paused it just early enough, and I almost get this gut feeling, like somewhere in the next 15 seconds of this fucking video, Anita's going to say it's sexist because of my shitty observation.
Oh my
god.
Let's see if that's correct.
You notice that most of the shitlords out there have stopped covering Anita, including Thunderfoot? Because
pretty much.
She hasn't really done anything
If you see the actual views for this video, it's barren as fuck compared to everyone else.
Yeah. But before we go, what she's going on about how like the chick is pretty much blankless. She doesn't really have much shit going for her.
Yeah, that was the
point. It's like with Twilight. You know, it's just a blank slate that people can imprint themselves onto, so they can feel like they're in the story.
And from her actual story in the actual movie, that was good for her. She needed to be blank, or shit would have happened to her.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's part of the process because, you know, if you gotta start her out as kind of a blank slate, and then, you know, you may not develop her very far throughout the movie, but at least she has room for development.
Yeah.
So in a certain respect, you get to know her better than you get to know the other characters, which kind of goes against Anita's whole fucking point.
I got you. I agree.
All right. Play from what counts.
All right.
At least the people surrounding her have some defining characteristics. Diego Luna's Cassian is a freedom fighter haunted by something in his past that makes fighting the Empire deeply personal to him. Donnie Yen plays Chirrut Imwe, a blind disciple of the Force whose connection with his gruff friend and protector, Baze Malbus, is the most emotionally involving relationship in the film. Even Saw Gerrera, played by an underused Forrest Whitaker, is more well-defined than Jyn. Gerrera is a former ally of the rebellion who has been written off as too much of a militant extremist and who now fights his own kind of resistance. Both Cassian and Saw Gerrera are characters who have...
Is it what?
Underused Forrest Whitaker.
Is it the most involving relationship in the film between the blind guy and the Asian guy?
I have seen a little bit of the movie, and what the fuck? From what I have seen, yeah, they got some weird. The blind dude and Forrest Whitaker do have like a relationship, almost like Forrest Whitaker is like an old clone trooper, and Donnie Yen is like an old fucking Jedi from the Clone Wars, because they do have that kind of relationship where he's just like, fuck you and your fucking religion, and he's just like, you know, you're here, so.
Well, he's not exactly.
I'm not gonna spoil that. That's actually not true.
Well, no, I know that's not why. Like I said, that's not what they are. Like, he's not a clone trooper or anything. I just said it's kind of like almost like that. I know I didn't finish the movie. I know he's a soldier of some sort, and
He
then
was-
Donnie Yen is a force user of some sort.
Has
That's all I
anybody
know.
here ever seen the whole Mallrats movie where the
Yeah,
Black
plenty of
Panther,
times.
a Black Panther is going off about how you take the face off Darth Vader and it's just a poor white guy, stripping him of his blackness and blah blah blah. I never thought that to the day anybody would take the arguments to heart. and
Right,
make-
I know what you're going on about. That fucking one chick. That one.
Oh god, that stupid woman. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
which chick?
No,
I'm talking about the black guy in Mallrats that is.
Oh.
What's a Nubian? There's a
Mallrat?
Black Panther in it that as
Oh, I
they're
did.
sitting down and they're watching like this random rant, and this guy is going off. Was it that or was it Chasing Amy? But anyway, it was one of the Clerks movies, and he's going off about. A strong black character, and as he's dying, they take his mask off, and he's nothing but a white man, taking away his blackness and shit like that, taking away his Nubian soul and shit, like just going off. And this happened like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I never thought anybody would take that to heart and start. It's like, oh my god, they were looking into the future.
Right.
It's so fucking sad that somebody is spending this much time picking apart casting decisions that they made based upon what they thought was going to make the most revenue.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Here's since you brought that up about them pretty much predicting the future. Have you watched Demolition Man recently?
Yes.
No.
Oh no. Oh, I recently watched CinemaSins thing of Demolition Man, and even though they kind of skipped around some parts, everything in there is the exact same.
Oh,
thing.
you mean wait, what's the movie premise? Demolition
Sylvester Stallone gets frozen.
Oh yeah, where he goes into the future like the Taco Bells. Oh my god. Yeah.
And everyone's all pacified and bitches.
Yeah, I fucking I was watching Nostalgia Critic when he reviewed it, and he was saying how it mirrors everything today, in internet culture. And then I actually watched fucking Demolition Man recently, and as I was watching, I was like, oh my god, he's fucking right.
It's a little terrifying when you think about it.
Right?
Yeah, it's like eventually, because consent is going to become such a fucking thing, we're going to all have to have sex with VR headsets, and now that VR headsets are a thing, oh my god.
And every time you want to have VR sex, there's always going to be some kind of fucking Windows prompt that pops up. Do you consent?
Like in the middle of it, if you'd like to continue, it costs another $4.55.
Do you continue to consent?
Trying to watch porn, the fucking what do you call it?
It costs $10 every time. Every time you want to consent, it costs another $5.
I wonder how long it's going to be before they start charging us to masturbate.
Oh. What's that?
Dude,
Don't give them ideas.
Well, the thing is, you'd have to have a camera. You have to have a camera in your personal room, like your own bedroom.
Oh no! See, that's the point. That's the whole point. Is that because there's already all that bullcrap floating around about how all our webcams and all our smart TVs and Xbox Connects and everything, they're always watching. La 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 la. Well, eventually, everyone's going to have some kind of bullshit in their fucking life with a camera
we're
on
gonna
it.
have to consent to ourselves to masturbate?
Exactly.
I rake my hand all the time.
You're not gonna have a camera in your bathroom. You can fucking totally fucking masturbate
Bullshit.
in the
Yes.
shower.
Nanny cams are a thing.
Did your right hand consent?
No, it doesn't.
No.
I hope you all consented that I'm masturbating right now. So
Sorry, I got us on a table.
Hey, I understand. Pause game is on point. Even I'm about ready to. Got her there going, ooh.
Y'all are looking at
Does my
that
husky
picture.
voice make you want to fap your meat?
No, they're all too busy looking at that picture of Justin Bieber.
Oh, just play the goddamn thing.
Here we go.
Have done morally questionable or reprehensible things in the name of fighting back against the Empire. And while previous Star Wars films have always presented the conflict between the Rebellion and the Empire in very stark terms of good versus evil, Rogue One at least flirts with questioning whether it's possible to go too far, even when your cause is just. You can see more clearly here than in any other Star Wars film how one person's freedom fighter might be another person's terrorist, and how desperate times may indeed call for some truly desperate measures.
I think Anita might understand, might believe that entire concept a little too closely about sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Is I almost get the feeling like, you know, if you really gave her any kind of institutional or congressional power or anything like that, that she'd be like, well, look at this problem. It's this thing right here. It's problematic. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures.
I like this part that she's talking about the review because it's actually right. Actually, one of the parts I really liked about the movie.
Wait a minute.
Is
Did
that
she just apologize for Islamists?
I think
she did.
I think in a certain respect she did.
She did.
I would.
Fighter is one person's terrorist. Holy fucking shit! She
You know,
did.
I've always hated that fucking term. One man's freedom fighters, another man's terrorists. No, there is a distinct difference. Terrorists fucking attack innocent people to cause terror. Freedom fighters go after the fucking governments.
Well, a freedom fighter. What would you say that fucking god damn it.
Think words. Use them.
I'm trying.
See,
the guys who did the Boston Tea Party, who threw the tea off the ship in Boston. Would you guys call them terrorists or freedom fighters?
Freedom fighters.
I'd call them freedom fighters for the simple fact that they didn't fucking kill anybody.
One, they didn't kill anyone. One, they were attacking shipments that were dealing with the government.
Okay.
Yeah.
They'd be terrorists if they set a few like businesses on fire and like bomb town square.
Yeah, and
see,
then said things like, you know, if the British don't leave, we're going to kill innocents.
You know, see, that's partially my issue with the entire term freedom fighter.
Hard to come by at that point.
You see, that's my entire problem with the entire term freedom fighter. I take a lot of issue with it for the simple fact that, you know, anybody for any reason, no matter what, no matter how, you know, shitty or evil or terroristic or noble they're being or whatever, everyone can, you know, try and twist words and justify it to someone that, we're just a freedom fighter.
Yeah.
It's far too loose of a term.
Yeah, and it's just like how like people that are actually fighting for like, you know, good causes and everything can be called terrorists and everything. You know, it's the same thing. You can twist the word.
Yeah, it's just the thing about terrorism is that, you know, it's unrepentant and unrestricted violence to push a political purpose. And and so, like, you could be a freedom fighter, and you could be a freedom fighter is completely understandable, and, you know, not go hurting anybody in the process.
Lunacy says if it was your tea shipment, you might say they were indeed terrorists. Since it wasn't your shipment, you might see it for face value. But at the same time, if you're doing an act at that time that is rather terrorist yourself, they were blocking the harbors. They weren't allowing anybody else to do any trade until their tea was purchased.
Yeah, which at the same time, like I was saying, is that you could be a freedom fighter. You can ruin trade shipments and things like that. As long as you don't hurt anybody or kill anybody, especially innocent people, then, you know, you can still, in some sense of the term, be called a freedom fighter. It's the minute that you start using violence and killing people and hurting people, especially innocent people, for political motivation, that's when you know, without a doubt, become a terrorist.
Yeah, and start using fear as your weapon.
Like these two scenarios: you bombing a market with just a regular civilian market. It might have some soldiers stationed around there, but there's probably just civilian just doing their regular business, versus bombing a military barracks.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Kids, I gotta fuck off for a little while because I need to cough and use my breathing treatment. I've caught a cold, and so I gotta go deal with my lungs. If I can come back, I will. But that's one reason why I sound extra husky.
That's fine. I mean, you say you got a sore throat or cold or whatever. Well, I do have one recommendation that may help you out. And
no, I won't suck your dick.
And some of you may get the reference, and some of you may not. And if you don't, you're horrible. But Miss Liz, 2 hot toddies.
Dude, my mom used to give me hot toddies when I was sick.
Kids, I can't.
I'm gonna have to go.
All right, go be shitlords. Have fun, kids.
Absolutely. Have a good one, Liz.
You get better.
I'm gonna have to go, guys.
You bitch, nigger.
All right, man.
Gotta go.
Conflict.
We'll see you later.
I got work in the morning.
That's understandable. That's understandable.
You're seriously gonna fucking let these fur fags outnumber us?
Yes.
Yeah. What? Fucking drunk. I'm drunk and I've been up for like 24 hours.
That's the story of my life.
Oh well, don't worry, because this video is almost over and we're almost 2 hours into the stream and everything. So
yeah.
What
even
I
after
think.
Even after this video, do you want to continue on to something else?
Well, I don't think Anita's really going to make any more new points.
I'm gonna finish the video, but like I said, after the video, I'll probably jump off.
Well, I figure we can do one or two things. We can hit up one more thing real quick, and just forego this video, or we can finish the video, and it'll probably be hit 2 hours by that point. At which point I'll say, it's been fun, and we can go our separate ways and all that for now.
What was the other thing you wanted to hit up?
I don't entirely know. I mean, what would be hilarious?
You guys did say you wanted to see that video I did on queer kid stuff.
I would like to see that. Yeah.
Oh, that would be infuriating and
hilarious. I'd like to see what you guys think about what I said. It's pretty much something that we've pretty much all said about shit. I don't know.
Well, instead of watching your video, we could watch the video that you're reacting to.
We could do that. Exactly.
Well, you don't have to link that to me.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, because I can't pull up what I don't know what the fuck it is.
Hold on. I'm really glad I automatically have that. I post the original videos in my videos, so.
It's okay.
Don't start with that shit.
Oh God.
Did you guys already find it?
We heard it through your mic.
That's funny.
Yeah, link it in chat, bitch.
There we go. Right, linked it.
There we go.
I believe that's it.
All right, so let's get rid of this and let's get rid of this Anita bullshit and pull that crap
her
up.
shows. The only thing that I actually agreed with her was that one chick was just too plain. That's the only thing I agreed with. Other than that, it's just all I heard was just not enough diversity, and it's like, go fuck yourself, Clint. Diversity doesn't equate to story.
Oh, yeah, it's your typical Anita identitarian bullcrap. It's oh well, it's sexist because they didn't flesh out this woman as much as I would like to have, and oh my God, there weren't enough colored people.
Yeah, right. Fucking.
So as usual, it was sexist and racist.
40 years ago, I only had fucking Leia and Lando Calrissian, guys.
Right. The hero is getting shafted.
Star Wars was really diverse because there was a lot of aliens.
Oh, well, it's just like Star Trek. They're coming out with a new Star Trek show, and they've it was the Nerdist, his little fucking website or whoever does the articles on there. Somebody was doing a thing and literally said that the new Star Trek show is going to be the first diverse Star Trek show.
No, see, that's the funny thing. That's the funny.
Serious.
That's the funny thing about like shows and movies and like Star Wars and Star Trek is that technically speaking they are diverse as fuck. But apparently, apparently if you're not human, well, you don't count, and that's a little speciesist.
Yeah,
Dude,
because
the original Star Trek had an Indian woman and had an Asian man.
Yeah, the original Star Trek series had like the first interracial kiss ever in TV.
Right? Kirk and Uhuru.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently that's just oh my God, so regressive.
And let's not forget fucking Captain Sisko, fucking Captain Janeway, fucking.
Yeah, but oh my God, dude, those weren't like the first. The first one was a white man.
Next Generation was pretty white. I don't remember, except for like Whoopi Goldberg. I don't remember any like.
And fucking Geordi and Worf.
Oh yeah, Geordi. That's right.
Let's not forget, and like I said, let's not forget Worf, the big black man. Dude, I love fucking.
Dude, I forgot about that. You're right.
He wasn't black. He was fucking whatever the race called.
But no. Obviously, he wasn't black enough. Obviously, because you know why? Because he was far too articulate. Because remember, they'll argue. Remember, the black community will argue that if you speak too articulately, you're not black enough.
Yep. Someone banned this guy.
Right?
And
You're an Uncle Tom. You're an Uncle Tom.
Yeah, how
Right?
dare I? I'm so racist and terrible. Pan Naskatan.
You know how Jeff Holiday has said that like he hates the word coon. I hate Uncle Tom. I hate hearing people fucking say that. It pisses me off. Fucking,
Every time someone calls someone an Uncle Tom, I'm just like, did you even read the fucking book?
Right?
Seriously.
Fucking have you guys seen the article of it was Everyday Feminism on what was it, like thinness is whiteness or something like that?
Yeah, I remember that bullshit.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Pretty much.
Please, no.
Even if you're black, if you're skinny and black, you're white. If you're light skinned, you're white. It's like, bitch, are you fucking serious?
If you are a 5'2" Japanese woman and you're thin, you're white.
Yes, you're a white supremacist.
That's like someone who can't figure out what to write about. They're just like, oh yeah, anybody who's thin is white. Like
that's
who
why
thinks of that? Who comes up with that?
That's why personally
You're going off about being at a queer people of color party and nobody talking to her because she feels like it's because she's fat. And then because she feels that way, she just thinks, oh, they're all white supremacists, even though they're all black.
See, that's why I swear to God, I would love to be able to get a job at one of these fucking media sites, because it would be so fucking easy, because all I'd have to do is literally sit down for 5 minutes and just be like, all right, what do I want to talk about and how can I fucking racialize or sexualize it to make it seem like it's terrible?
Imagine having a job at BuzzFeed.
I was about to say, I want to infiltrate BuzzFeed.
Top 10 things about white people that we don't like. Top 10 things about white people that need to change in 2016. Top 10 New Year's resolutions for white people. What a ridiculous video.
Top 10
ridiculous video.
Top 10 ways you're too white.
You're probably all white, so you would never get that job. Because fuck white people.
Dude, fucking
Joel, now. You're
too white.
White. I may be white, but I still may be able to get the job, because remember, I am a homosexual.
I'm the whitest thing.
I am gay. I have oppression points. I'm gay. I have oppression points, dude.
The whitest Mexican you'll ever know. I purposely say jalapeno and tortillas. I do.
Well,
it pisses people off.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and start with this video, guys.
Yes, please.
Yeah, let's please continue with this video.
All right. Let's see. There we go.
It's okay to be gay.
Oh, don't stop. Don't start.
Wait. Was I supposed to start at the 1.5 minute mark?
God.
No. Sorry, that was my fault. Apparently, I linked it with a time thing where.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go. Anyways, here we go.
Hey there. Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. I'm Lindsay, and today I.
Fucking kill yourself, Lindsay.
What the fuck, YouTube? Come on. Come on, YouTube. Stop fucking up, you piece of shit.
God damn, I'm so way behind.
What's wrong with you, Chrome, you piece of shit?
Dude, I also want to say this. Fuck her face.
Don't be racist.
It's so...
She's very trans.
Her face is just so punchable.
Hey there.
She's actually apparently fucking... She identifies as cis, so...
Sure, yeah, sure. All right, here we go. All right, here we go, guys.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
It is cis.
Hey there. Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. I'm Lindsay, and today I want to talk about the election here in the United States. On Tuesday, November 8th, 2016, we elected Donald Trump to be the next president of our country.
Yes, we elected Donald Trump to be the next president of our country. So, shut the fuck up and get over it. How about that?
That's unacceptable!
And this is my biggest part of this. I'm a fucking father. And I don't want... Actually, my sister, she has kids. She adopted 2 Native American girls. And one of her kids came home from school a couple weeks ago and told my sister, Trump only likes white people. And my sister was like, fucking excuse me? And she's like, well, that's what my teacher said. My sister is fucking pissed. I don't even think she's a Trump supporter, but it's the fact that a teacher is fucking telling kids that. It's fucked up. You don't fucking talk politics with kids. They don't fucking comprehend it yet.
How old are these kids?
She's in first. I believe she's in first grade.
First grade.
You can't talk.
Yeah.
You can't talk politics.
She's
with
definitely
kids.
either kindergarten or first grade. I can tell you that.
Oh, god damn it.
No.
I wouldn't discuss kids. I wouldn't discuss politics with kids until after high school. Honestly.
Yeah, and when the election was going, my 10-year-old daughter, out of nowhere, just chimes in, like a, I don't even think it was a pro Hillary commercial comes on, and out of nowhere, she's just like, I don't like Hillary. I want Trump to win. And I just look at her, why? Like, what brought this on? Like, I looked at it and I was like, I agree, but what brought this on? I've never talked politics with you. How did this come to be? And she's just like, I just like Trump. Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, to each their own, man. To each their own.
Yeah.
Now, like, kids shouldn't learn about politicians and candidates and that, like, until they're old enough or close to old enough to vote.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it doesn't fucking matter to them.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, you should not have anyone try to talk politics or any of that bullshit to you at all until you are at least emotionally and mentally developed enough to actually kind of generally grasp the issues, which I would say is 16 or 17.
Yeah.
So who's the person? So everyone is exposed to politics at a certain age. Obviously, I would assume it's during high school, but how do you approach the concept of politics to a late high schooler? What do you say to them?
By this, you approach them with the simple fact that, you know, you're almost at the age of being able to vote, so here's kind of what's going on.
Yeah. And another thing that I think that they like, if they're going to talk politics with teenagers in high school or anything like that, one thing that they got to beat into fucking their heads, it's just opinions. They're not fucking evil if they think differently.
What they really need to do, as far as I'm concerned, is beat into the heads of the fucking teachers. You can talk about this crap, but do not fucking stand there and beat your opinion into other people's heads because like it's fucking gospel. You present
like you're right.
You present both sides of the argument carefully and equally. You do not try to influence them with your opinion.
That is the correct way to go.
You let them make the
literally
decision.
No teacher in the world that would do this.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, there's plenty of teachers in the world who'd do it. The problem is just all the fucking teachers who just, you know, won't fucking care.
Oh,
I'd never have a teacher that did not lean either way or teach either way of politics.
And see, that's the beauty of it. If you implement the necessity to say, if you're going to talk about politics, you present both sides equally and fairly, then that's perfect. That's perfectly fine. And if any of these fucking teachers start throwing a fucking tantrum and pushing their bullshit, then I guarantee at least one of those children is going to go to a higher authority at the school and be like, yeah, they're not following the rules. They're doing this.
Yeah, I didn't even know this because I told my daughter not to talk politics at school, but apparently my daughter, Patron is my wife, by the way, and apparently teachers were shocked that my daughter was talking to them about third-party candidates, which that's the first I've heard of it. That amazes me as well. I'm glad my daughter was talking about that.
Oh, Jesus.
That does make me a little proud.
Thank God there are some sensible people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, well, anyways.
Good on you to be a good parent and all that stuff.
Exactly. Well, anyways, back onto the video.
All right, yeah, back to the video.
Because of these results, the last week has been hard for a lot of grown-ups. I'm sure it's been hard for you too. I know you're...
All right, I just want to say this real quick, and I know I'm pausing a little quick, and we don't need to keep talking about this, but I just wanted to point out that whatever the fuck, it's kind of bothering me exactly how kind of like slow they're talking, almost like they're almost like they're talking to fucking toddlers. It's like, or like one of those people who is real condescending to a blind person who talks and they talk slowly.
That's why
queer kid stuff is aimed at toddlers, so that's why they have the teddy bear and they have the fucking whatever they call the.
And this is exactly why toddlers should not be allowed on the internet.
Who is a toddler who watches this shit?
Nobody. The only people. Nobody. The only.
Shit.
All right. Let me put it to you this way. There's no actual toddlers watching this shit.
Kids.
There's no actual toddlers watching this crap. It's just a bunch of It's just a bunch of progressive adults who have the mentality of a fucking toddler.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
But they still have the opportunity to show this to their kids, whatever, if they ever get one.
Yeah, well, you know what my opinion on that is? It's time to stop! Stop! Who are your parents?
Stop!
Right?
Right?
And, yeah.
Anyways, I'm sorry. I just had to get that out there.
I, for one, will show my kids Filthy Frank over this.
As you should, because one's funny and one is horrifying.
Yes.
I would show my fucking daughter .mov over this. And if you don't know what that is,
oh god,
don't look it up.
No, let's not get.
All right,
get
yeah,
into
we're not
that.
even getting into that. We're just shut the fuck up. We're gonna continue.
Yeah.
You are sad and scared and confused. Your grown-up probably is too. It's okay to feel those things. I have also been sad and scared and confused, even angry.
Most of your life.
I want to tell you the truth. That Donald Trump can be a mean person. The grown-ups
like how she says
who
you're
voted
Stop.
for him,
Stop.
they can be mean too.
Donald Trump is not a mean person. He's
Right.
a rich fuck with weird ideas, different from yours. Period.
And this is something I've been telling people recently as well. Before he decided to run for president, nobody really had a problem with him. Yeah,
No.
sure, he might have been the butt of a couple jokes and some memes here and there. And, the whole "you're fired" thing, was popular. But nobody really hated him.
Yeah, it was all a bunch of politicized bullshit because nobody was calling Trump a racist before he ran for president. Nobody was calling him a sexist before he ran for president. Nobody was accusing him of sexual assault and rape and shit like that before he was president. And then did you notice that once he won the presidency, the minute he won the election, all those accusations from all those women who were quote unquote coming forward about sexual assault,
right?
They all
disappeared.
disappeared.
Do you think the grab him by the pussy video would ever surfaced if he hadn't run for president?
Well,
hell no.
I don't think so. But even if it did, at that point, nobody would have even fucking cared.
What do you think about the grab him by the pussy video? Do you think that he was being serious? I think that he was.
I think he was
talking. Personally, I think he was talking about being famous.
I think he
when
was
you're
doing.
Famous, women will throw themselves.
I think he was talking about. I think he was talking exactly the way that all men in those positions do. Rich, powerful, famous celebrity men. That they were doing exactly like they usually do, which is just bullshitting. I mean, he
was mad.
I mean, because I made a response video to fucking Steve Shives and his whole Trump is rape culture, and I went into it. It's like that. This is exactly what it is. It's a completely different aspect of society, a completely different group of people who can't really, they can't really relate to the common man. And this is just what they do. It's just rich, shitty one-upmanship. That's all it really is.
Oh yeah, dude. It's just alpha male mentality. That's all it really is. But I want to say this is a side note because you brought up rape culture. I pretty much the same time Sargon was banned, I was also banned from Twitter because I commented on a Steve Chowder thing of rape culture.
Oh, Steven Crowder, yeah.
Steven Crowder, yeah, Crowder.
Oh, Crowder.
No, Chowder.
That's a little different than Chowder, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm drunk. But I commented on I was educating somebody on rape culture, and it's not what people think. It's asking a girl out on saying you're going to take a girl out on a date is considered rape culture. I was telling people this, and then I suddenly get banned, and then I found out Sargon got banned. I fucking sent him a message telling him, hey, well, after he got came back, I was sending him a message saying, hey man, I was banned too. We were targeted.
I feel your pain, bruh.
Joking around. Yeah, I feel your pain. I think we were targeted.
Brothers in arms, my dude.
Yeah, exactly. A couple people, I tried to get them to start a free Batman McGrath. It didn't work because everybody was already on free Sargon. So.
See, that's the funny thing is that I'm waiting for the day that I get fucking suspended from Twitter. But I think the only reason I'm not generally considered a target for suspension is because as much as I'll disagree with these fucking people and they will sit there and fling shit at me and everything, I actually do respond in a genuinely intellectual and courteous manner.
I usually do too. I try to. Now, I'm not going to say I always do, but I try to.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
You're also a far-flung minority.
Don't get me wrong. In my free time, in my off time, and my just random, and my random time of just looking through shit, yeah, I'll say some horrible crap and I'll shitpost and all that stuff. But it's when I get into an actual fucking conversation with people that I'm just like, okay, let's just drop the douchebaggery and let's have an actual conversation. And then they're flinging shit my way left and right, and I'm just like, okay, but can you answer my question?
I messaged Jeff, and I said we're doing a live stream, and I asked him to join. He said maybe in a bit.
If he joins, I'll fucking stay.
That'd be great.
I was you guys. Sorry, hold on. Okay, brain rebooted. Have you guys watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged at all?
Oh yes.
No.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce it. It was like Takanaka 101 or whatever. He's pretty much fucking a la carte and Hellsinger Bridge and shit. And Cell.
Yeah, Takahata.
Fucking last night, me and him, and it sucks because like I'm such a big fan of his, but I know he hates me with a passion because me and him last night, back and forth at each other, and like he didn't cuss me out, but he was like, dude, just fuck off. And I told him, I was like, listen, man, I am just stating opinions. I'm sorry if it offends you. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm a big fan of yours. I don't want to piss you off, but these are just my opinions. I respect your opinions. I would like it if you would respect mine. If you really want me to not talk to you, I will not talk to you out of respect for you. And, we did there was a couple times we joked around, but all last night, it was just us going back and forth at all these different things of immigration, the Muslim ban, fucking all these other shits.
Yeah, but he's a Nazi puncher, so
he is, and that's what's sad too. He is straight up. He would punch a Nazi. He would punch somebody that somebody said was a Nazi.
Yes,
it does suck.
I really like that guy, but he's like, he's so politically driven.
Yeah, I don't know what he does.
Some people just need to calm their goddamn tits. Is what they need to do.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'd have to pull up my Twitter and fucking look for him because he doesn't really talk much on Twitter. But one of the other guys, every time I see him tweet stuff, he's asking questions. He's asking earlier, he was asking just questions about the Muslim ban. Is it going to affect people with green cards? Is it going to this and that? While Taka was just assuming that a Muslim with a green card can't get back and blah 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 blah, and like he's just so far left, and then the other dude that's in DBZ, he's probably in the same position, but he's at least asking questions and trying to understand.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Honestly, I mean, there's half the time there's that one person who's just trying to make it, keep the conversation going, who's trying to be civil about it, and then the other side, and the other side, and then all their fucking white knights always fucking coming up and just like, I'm going to yell at you.
And then there's people like me who make Nazi jokes for fun.
Right, and I will say this for anybody that does watch this or is watching, he is actually a cool guy. Like the couple times me and him were joking, we had some good joking around. He is a cool guy, and he's even stated that he has a second Twitter account that he talks strictly politics because he knows not everybody wants to hear it.
He doesn't use it that though.
Was
He
that?
just started using his main account as a political account.
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of his political
But
account.
and that's another thing I told him earlier as well. Fucking, he posted a thing of like all these, a bunch of people are coming after him because of his political opinions and trying. A bunch of people are telling him to not talk about it, and he said that he's always going to talk about politics. And I told him, dude, I will never tell you to shut up. I will never silence you. You talk all the politics you want,
I wouldn't
regardless
even
of
rape
what they
you.
are. Yeah, I would not rape you. But I told him that I am an avid 100. I'm 100% free speech advocate. I will never silence anybody.
Let's
You
see, that's
speak what, no matter how stupid it is. You speak what you want to speak.
Nasty.
It's just I have the right to fucking tell you you're stupid.
Nascitan, I told Jeff to just DM you whenever he's ready. If he wants to join, I just told him to DM you.
Oh yeah, well, I highly doubt he's going to be able to DM me because he doesn't follow me. I'm way too much of a fucking pleb for him.
Well, whatever. I just told him to message you whenever. If he wants to join, I just told him to message you.
He needs to get on here. Damn it. I have been on his balls for fucking months. He needs to get on here and acknowledge.
Maybe he responded to me, so he said maybe. So I'm hopeful.
Oh, he responded to you, but he didn't respond to me earlier. He told me Jeff doesn't like me.
Well, you're a dirty fur fag, so.
No, that's true. Hey, but hey, Jeff wasn't in the conversation over on Rabbit when I started talking about that crap.
Okay.
He wouldn't know.
Yeah, I do tend to piss people off. I'll admit I am a total troll. If you look at my bio,
I told him we were talking about queer kids stuff, and that's a pretty fucking controversial subject. So
Yeah. Oh, like I said,
Oh,
this bitch is seriously my Joker.
Let's keep playing. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, okay.
This is the one channel that makes me legitimate fucking angry.
Same here. Like I've been trying to stay away from her, but every time I see Bearing or somebody post something, I'm like, God damn it, I gotta say something.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I would love to get into like Bearing or Jeff's or Sargon's stream sometime. Is let the little guy on. Let's introduce some new shit posting. Let's introduce a new shitlord, somebody who can give some different fucking opinion and still be funny about it.
Right?
Yeah,
I have a porn war with Sargon. I do. I think I could beat him.
Nobody could beat me in the porn war.
Like in the comment section, there's a lot of opinions being heard and all that, but it's mostly just like "Ree!" and nothing like other than that. It's just
Seriously.
like to hear another person talk.
I seriously now do want to get in a porn war with Sargon just so we can keep one upping each other until I get into that sick fetish furry porn.
Dude, I'd retweet you forever if you get in a porn war with Sargon.
I swear, I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna send a mention to Sargon. And I'm gonna be like, porn war.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it as well. Porn war.
And he'll send the first salvo, and I'll just go like hashtag shots fired and send something else back.
Agree.
Whoever finds the most degenerate fucking gay porn ever win.
Oh, I got the furry community on my side. I'll beat him.
I got the hentai fucking people on my side. I could show you some shit. Sorry. Let's go back to the video.
Yeah.
And the truth is that they probably will not stop being mean anytime soon.
Damn
The
right.
fact is probably difficult for you to hear. It's difficult for me to talk about.
What isn't?
But I want you to remember this. Hatefulness and meanness may have won this election, but love and kindness.
All right, guys, did you ever watch that video?
You interrupting piece of shit! How fucking dare you?
I'm sorry.
Look what you.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm really sorry to interrupt.
Literally worse than the fur fag. Oh god.
There's a couple of months ago that there was a video of a guy during some memorial. I don't remember, but he was like in the middle of it, and during that he was bombarded by different SJWs all around him, and they were like arguing with him constantly. I have to find the fucking video, but I'm in contact with a guy on the West Coast. His name is John Slaughter. He was one of the guys in the video, one of the SJWs in the video, and I'm currently talking to him via Hangouts, and he said he might be interested in coming on the Hangout.
Well, I mean, you know, you have my fucking Twitter. You can give it to him. I don't give a fuck.
Well, yeah.
I mean, because
because
my live streams on my channel, they're not a fucking echo chamber. I'll take in anybody who disagrees with me.
Right. I just wanted to let you know. I just in case this guy does want to come on. Do you think it'd be okay just to discuss, you know, whatever?
I mean, we can go any direction anybody wants. I really don't care. We could discuss anything.
All right. I'm pretty sure he is an SJW. Just wanted to know. I mean, it's extremely valuable to have that.
Yeah, because I understand that this stream is called, you know, shit talking and nonsense, but you know, I guess we could toss that into the nonsense aspect of it. So, you know, if there's anything anyone wants to cover and there's dissenting opinions and things like that, they're more than welcome.
Personally, I would prefer if no dissenting opinions would be talked about on this stream. So,
well, you're a partisan ideologue. Fuck off.
All my opinions would be validated here. That's just.
That's right. You're completely right, McPaul. Everything you've said up until this point is 100% true and factual.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm down. I'm drunk. Fuck it. Let's bring anybody. I don't care.
Anybody. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't give a
fuck. Just for the love of God, do not publicly tweet out the goddamn invitation link, please, because I've seen that happen. It will turn into a clusterfuck.
Yeah, I
fucking wouldn't.
I don't think he's on right now, but there's a guy that I've been meaning to live stream with because, like, he is full on, like, there's systemic racism, fucking, you know, black people are being fucking put down and shit like that. And I've been meaning to live stream with him because he is one of those people, like, I can actually have a conversation with, but he just has these beliefs. And I've told him a couple times I want to have a live stream with him. He's a cool guy that, you know, I can talk to, but we just have these different opinions that would just be, you know, great to throw off on each other.
Well, yeah.
But he's not on right now. It looks like.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Anyways, let's keep going with this video. There's only like a minute and a half left.
Yeah.
And we'll see if any of those other, you know, whoever the fucks decide to get on in the meantime.
Agreed.
You are our future,
right?
And it looks so bright. Your grown-ups love you. I love you, and Teddy loves you too.
Am I the only one who thinks that sounded a little pedophilia-ish?
I'm not up to it yet.
Just, your grown-ups love you. I love you. Teddy loves you too.
What the fuck?
Just.
Right? It does. Like, I finally got up to it, and yeah, it does. Fucking Teddy loves you.
This is the kind of fucking person who I would never, ever trust in my lifetime with any of my imaginary children.
Future children. You wouldn't trust her with the children that are in your balls right now on her face.
Nope.
Nope. Exactly. I wouldn't.
These nuts will never, ever get near that forehead.
Well, I don't know. I might throw her some dick.
Because God forbid she started to talk creepy to him.
I might sling some dick that way. I mean, it depends. It all depends.
Is it wearing a paper bag?
Maybe. Well, I would do it without a paper bag, honestly. But it would depend on, you know, does she go?
Oh.
Yeah. What does your rape moan sound like? I really need to know. I'm extremely curious because I need to determine whether or not you're worth raping.
My rape moan would be, oh, Dr. Phallic. I don't know.
My rape moan would go, no, oh, no, stop, oh.
I could rape that.
Actually, my rape moan is, no, yeah, right there, yeah, right there. I mean, no.
I could rape that, yeah.
I feel like I came into a conversation I wasn't a part of.
You did. If you want me to, I could rape that too.
Sounds like you're taking a shit.
Essentially, the conversation is, what is your rape moan?
Oh, come on, Daddy, please.
All right, guys. Hey, guys. All right, guys.
Hold on.
Guys. Shut the fuck up.
What's up?
It just needs to be said right here, publicly, at this time. I would rape you all.
Okay.
Oh my god, my video. Oh my god, my video is gonna be taken down.
I don't rate people unless I'm trying to prove a point. So.
Which is always.
Yeah. But I guess you could say which is always. Oh, actually, this is a funny thing. I told my wife this. I am a little scared to meet Milo Yiannopoulos, or whatever however you say his name, because I'm scared me and him will have sex as a joke.
All right, so I just realized something, and I'm going to start using it from now on. I'm never going to refer to Milo by his full proper name. I'm going to refer to him as Milo Yiannopoulos.
Works for me.
That's very appropriate for you, I guess.
And then,
also,
like every I don't know, every 2 days, I guess I'll send him a message or a post or something on Facebook, and it'll just be Milo Yiannopoulos in all caps, and then I'll attach one of those gay little not safe for work images that the furry community made for him.
Dude, if you ever want to have a good time, just yell out loudly, "Macpoo!"
I actually saw one of you's from Sweden, right? Or was that somebody else?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I saw a video on a thing called iFunny, and it was this guy's like, this is what it's like screaming in Sweden, and he goes outside and he yells, and then you just hear
oh god, yeah,
crowds
it's
of
that
people
video.
yelling.
This is what happens when you yell at night in Sweden.
Yeah, that.
Oh shit! I don't think I've seen this.
Well, that video honestly made me wonder. It was okay. Well, what if somebody's yelling during a rape? How do they know?
Would they yell back? Would they just be like, "Yeah, woo"?
Maybe that's why the rape issue in Sweden is so high.
Could be. I heard that Sweden has like a thing where like everybody has to have a gun in their house or some shit like that, or a
what? No,
a rifle. Okay, that was totally wrong. Gotcha.
No, that's Switzerland.
Switzerland, that's right. It was Switzerland.
Yeah, that's probably that.
Yeah.
Right,
but also, I wanted to say this real quick. Apparently, eLunacy has assumed the gender of Teddy. He is a fucking misogynistic shitlord.
Well, as Randy Marsh would say, you are a bigot.
You are a bigot, and you need to check your privilege.
All right. We're rambling off way hard again. So let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Okay, here we go.
And we need to work together for a better future.
And we need to work together.
The best thing you can do right now is go hug your grown-up real tight. Go.
Stop making that rackly fracking noise. Jesus Christ, fuck, what are you doing?
Shut the fuck up.
What are you doing, eating a fucking bag of chips? Shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to eat chili nuts.
Well, fucking stop. Anyways, here we go.
Take the feeding bag off, motherfucker.
Fucker.
Listen to people who are different from you.
No.
And most important of all, be kind.
No.
For right now,
I do not want you to believe
okay
in
to
me,
be
you
sad.
fucking queer.
But I want you to know that I have hope. And I believe in you. We are always stronger together in love. Thank you for watching.
Okay, I pause it real quick.
I would
fucking the last thing I just saw was talk to people who are different than you and be kind.
Yeah.
It seems like every time they talk to somebody that is different from them, they end up fucking punching them.
That's
not being kind.
That's the beautiful hypocrisy of the social justice movement.
And
is
do any of these people know the definition of fucking bigotry? Or
if you punch a Nazi, then you're doing the right
It's like
thing.
the people doing the fucking. Let's say this earlier. I told it to a couple people. I don't know if I said.
Well, see, this is a beautiful
But the people going on
hypocrisy about the social justice movement.
Uber and shit. They're literally shopping for services according to political opinion. That is a fucking new level of fucking bigotry.
See, that's the wonderful hypocrisy of the social justice movement. Is is they none of them at all, in as far as I've ever experienced, understands the entire concept of practice what you preach.
Everybody still there?
No, we left you.
Yeah, we banned you from the chat, and you're hearing a pre-recorded message at this time. Leave the message after the beep. Beep.
If you're a faggot, do not respond.
I am not hearing you guys at all.
He's a faggot.
He broke his shit because he's fucking retarded. I'm not hearing you guys at all. Well, for a moment there, I was hearing my goddamn self.
I got you now. Fucking cord in my earphones. Sorry.
Well, get a new fucking headset, bitch.
I can't comment on that.
Did you fix it yet?
Yeah, I got it fixed. Fucking yeah, I got it fixed. I didn't plug in my USB when I should have, but I was just lazy.
You drunk cunt.
I am.
All right, let's see if there's anything. Let's see if there's anything left of this fucking video. Even though, you know, she already basically said, you know, I'm a pedo. I love you. Let me touch you, please.
Stuff. Don't forget to have your grown-ups subscribe to the channel for new videos like this every Wednesday. They can help me continue to make new videos by supporting our Patreon.
I'll let you touch me.
From all of us here at Queer Kid Stuff, we love you, and we'll see you next time.
I don't know. I'd probably shoot some cum up her nose.
All right, you know what? It's really got to be said. I find it funny that the channel's called Queer Kid Stuff, but even as a homosexual, I swear to God, if there's any moment where, if I'm around any of these fucking people and I call someone a queer, they'll immediately start fucking coming down my throat.
Really? I've always.
I know, but
So you said you're actually bi, right? Or are you actually homosexual?
I am a homosexual.
You're full-on homosexual.
I am a full homosexual.
Since I was a teenager, every homosexual I have ever met, I have asked this, so I have to ask you as well. You know how straight people say, you know, that's gay, you're gay, stuff like that? Do you ever say you're straight or that's straight?
No, because it's fucking retarded and doesn't even make any kind of sense.
I think you should.
It makes absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever, because, I'm sorry, straight doesn't have any kind of... There's no real comparative aspect to it in the English language in regards to, you know, some kind of feeling or some kind of situation. It's really just either a continuous line or a sexual preference.
You see, the problem is...
Gay has meant like 50 million different fucking things in the past 50 years.
The thing is, gay and straight,
fuck you, Lucy.
There's no real visual difference between the two. So you can't, like, identify the whatever with the other.
Yeah. I will say you're the first one not to laugh at it, though. All the other ones laughed. Your sense of humor sucks.
No, my sense of humor is great. It's just that was a bad joke.
It was. It is. I guess you could say, like, you could tell that it's definitely worn it out because, like I said, it fucking early 2000s. The homosexuals that I knew back then, it killed with them. They thought it was funny. But it has progressively, there has been homosexuals progressively have not found it as funny. It's not that they offended them. It was just like that's, like you said, pretty much.
Yeah, because like I said, there's been like 50 million fucking different meanings for what the hell gay means in the past 50 years alone. Yeah. I mean, I could go fucking old school, and I could, every time I say the word gay, I'm referring to happy. Or I could, you know, go to I'm meaning homosexual. Or go to meaning, you know, it's weird.
Yeah. It also fucking, as Lucy said, fucking, he laughs at my gay joke, but yet I'm the one that's actually in a closet right now.
You are, you fucking faggot.
Yeah, I am. I'm literally in a closet.
How dare you call him a faggot, you goddamn homosexual?
So I
mean,
asked Wizard of Cause to join our live stream, but he said it was a little too late to join.
Well, yeah, I mean,
No,
it is 10 o'clock here for me, man.
I mean,
it's
he lives
10
in New
for me
Hampshire.
as well.
It's 10 o'clock. It's not. I don't blame him. It's 10 o'clock. It's kind of late. He's
fucking 4 a.m. here.
Wait, what country are you in?
Sweden.
Oh, that's
yeah, he's way fucking ahead, dude.
I'm in the future. You're all gay here.
So I got to ask, since you are about 6 hours ahead, at any time in the next 6 hours, does Trump get assassinated?
No, but you all get.
Awesome.
Like Trump sends his fur fag deletion squad towards you.
Well, God, finally, I was waiting for that for years.
And it's not like the other two here are fur fags, but it's just like they associated with one of them, so they get deleted.
you have associated with the fur faggotry. That's just like being a conspirator.
No, dude. No, that's the point. Like, I am literally minutes from killing myself, so it's fine.
Oh, so boys, what's the next video we take on? What's the next topic?
Oh man,
oh God, there's so many choices.
Right,
I know.
there's so much stuff going on right
now. Let's take a recent topic. What do you think? We have to stay relevant.
Well, yeah. Let's take a recent topic. It doesn't really need to be a video, but it could be a specific kind of issue. So what's kind of been going on lately that kind of takes your guys' interest?
Let's talk McPaul. What's going on in Sweden?
Yeah, let's see what's going on in the other parts.
Aside from all the migrant rapes.
I said.
Fucked if I know, dude. I don't keep up much.
You don't keep up with. Okay.
It's basically a lot of leftist bullshit going on, and everything else being silenced.
So basically, the norm.
Right.
Yeah.
So is there a party that represents your? I mean, not exactly your views, McPaul, but is there a party that you could identify with in Sweden?
There's one party, but they're basically old school Nazis, and they're like, well, they're not Nazis at this point. But
wait.
You identify with the Nazi party.
You Nazi?
No, they used to be Nazis.
Everyone punch McPaul.
Well, that's like 100 years ago.
Yeah, but they now they're more like they try to like every party in Sweden right now, they don't really give a fuck about immigration and anything like that. But these guys, they're called the Social Democrats.
So essentially, even though they're called Social Democrats, by technical speaking, they're more like a nationalist party, or more like the conservative party of other countries.
Are they like the Justice Democrats?
They're like the Republicans of the United States.
No, they're the only party in Sweden right now that actually deals with immigration and the bad politics about surrounding all that.
You know, that thing that Sweden really fucking should be concerned about.
Yes.
Oh my God, they're the Donald Trumps of Sweden.
Yeah.
They must be so lonely.
Check out that YouTube channel I posted in this thing. And I the tala.
I don't know why you couldn't have just given me a goddamn link.
Because I didn't have it fucking ready. Why do you
gotta make shit so fucking difficult? All right, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at here.
Okay, I'm gonna send it.
There's all kinds of weird ass channels popping up. Primarily someone called the Angry Foreigner.
Yeah, that's the guy. He's basically
Angry Foreigner.
He's basically a immigrant that came from like Bosnia or whatever you call it in English, and to Sweden in the early 90s, and integrated very well. And now he's talking shit about immigrants, basically.
As he should.
Is he really? I thought he was literally Swedish.
No, he's from like one of the whatever countries it is. He's an immigrant.
He makes immigrants start literally shaking.
Yeah, he's an immigrant and he's anti-immigration. he's really good, and you should check out his videos because he speaks a lot of truths.
Oh, well, his videos are pretty long. I'll check them out at some point, but
most of them are.
But we're still primarily on the question here about what's the latest kind of topics that we're interested in that we can kind of check out some stuff and some of the latest headlines and all that and see what's going on.
Man, fucking.
I
have no idea who the fuck Steve Bannon is. Do you guys? Who the fuck is he? Is he an actual Nazi, or is it more of that same shit of he just has different opinions than most people, so they just say he's a Nazi?
I think it's Steve Brennan.
Yeah, apparently Trump has him as something or other.
Oh no, that's Steve Bannon. That's Steve Bannon.
What? Drunk.
Get your shit together. And no, he's not an actual fucking Nazi.
I didn't think so. Like I said, every time they say it, my first reaction is, you fucking say everybody's a Nazi. How am I supposed to believe this guy is actually a Nazi? And they always say, well, there's proof. Fucking what's your proof?
Oh well he thinks this. Well, he thinks this and that, and oh my God, he's anti-Semitic. It's like, dude, he has hired and worked with Jews for fucking decades.
Right? Fucking anti-Semitic. That's another thing. It's me. Anti-Semitic doesn't automatically equate to fucking Nazi.
Hello, am I back?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, yes, you are.
Oh, okay, because I got disconnected there for a bit.
That's all gravy. But yeah, fucking anti-Semitic doesn't automatically equate to fucking Nazi. Hell, fucking America was anti-Semitic during World War II.
Yeah, but you never hear him talk about that, do you?
Except for that one movie with fucking dude from The Mummy.
Well, yeah, that one thing.
Yeah, that one movie.
That one.
But yeah, exactly. They don't. It fucking. It just fucking gets to me. Same with Walt Disney. Walt Disney, of course, back then everybody was anti-Semitic, so I'm not going to hold it against Walt Disney because you know what? He was a good guy. He was a good guy.
Good guy in parentheses.
Yeah, he was.
Of course he was. He made Mickey Goddamn Mouse.
He made Mickey Goddamn Mouse.
He also made a bunch of Nazi bullshit.
But at the same time, it was Walt Disney who did it, so it was kind of cute and kind of fun.
It wasn't necessarily like Nazi propaganda thing. Donald Duck was a Nazi, and he was an asshole.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that was the point. Like, he was the asshole. He was a Nazi, just like Looney Tunes.
You don't have to explain yourself. I'm from Sweden. We're like the middleman of Nazis in the 40s.
I thought Sweden was like the middleman of everything.
Yeah, we're the number one weapon exports in the world.
Well, Zach, I got a question for you, Zach. Is there anything in particular latest, like in the news or any kind of latest issues going on socially or domestically, otherwise, that you'd be interested in? Maybe going through some headlines and stories about.
Me specifically.
Yeah. Is there anything lately that kind of catches your interest?
Hey, actually, be right back. I'm gonna go take a leak.
You better.
God, I don't know.
Is it because you can't really think of any, or because there's so fucking much?
Well, specifically in the U.S., I mean, there's so much going on right now. I can't think of one specifically. The one, obviously, the big one right now in social media is the so-called migrant ban. But we've already covered that about an hour ago. But
well, how familiar are you all with a lot of the latest stuff going on some of the social media sites per se, like Candid and Periscope and Twitter and all that regarding the basically
child porn?
Yeah, the child pornography going on that's being disseminated.
Wait, what about the child porn? What are you talking about?
I follow Harmful Opinions, so I know some of it at least.
Okay, so I guess Zach doesn't really know about this, but apparently, places like Twitter, apps like Periscope and Candid and the sort, are really they're having quite the issue lately with child pornography being disseminated throughout different groups and in places places like Periscope. They're actually there's actually, and you don't come across them often, but there are like some users and some channels that will live stream, adults doing adults sexually exploiting children or making children, have sexual contact with each other and everything.
Well, that's pretty fucked up.
It's primarily an issue. It's primarily an issue right now because a lot of people are primarily wondering, what the fuck are these sites doing about it, because it doesn't look like they're even doing anything.
I miss what's going on here.
The thing is that they can't really stop it going on at like live events, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, like live streams and things like that. I mean, it's similar to like the Facebook Live issue they had where recently in Sweden there was that Facebook Live thing that went on for like 3 hours of those 2 migrants raping that woman.
Like if we sit here and say like Hitler did nothing wrong and we should plan the next genocide, there is literally no system in place that can stop us.
When it comes to live streaming and that sort of thing, that's one thing. But when you look at cases like Candid, where there's specifically groups dedicated to this kind of thing of adults enticing children to share sexually explicit pictures and videos and things like that, and swapping and sharing them between each other, and generally these accounts and these groups get reported heavily, but for some reason or another, months later they're still up.
Because they're too busy worrying about fucking the alt-right and fucking people who support Trump, apparently.
Because there was a bit of a controversy about this a little while ago about like all these big name YouTubers like Amazing Atheist and Armored Skeptic and them who took all that fucking shill money from fucking Candid to talk about how fucking great it is on their channels and everything, that when it came to the issue of the child pornography and all that stuff and Candid's complete lack of interjection into the situation, that these people were fucking silent. You weren't hearing a peep out of any of them. No matter how many people actually were sitting there saying, please talk about this, this is important.
Well, I think like the ones like Bering and fucking Armored Skeptic and those that actually signed a contract with Candid, I can understand why they haven't. Because if they say, it is one of the things like they got to be careful of when they say something. Well,
in that respect, I can understand them, being hesitant because technically they're not supposed to bash the app or the company, but at the same time, it's not that fucking hard to sit there and address an issue that is occurring on these apps without bashing the apps directly.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you can talk about it, you can bring the situation up, you can discuss it. But you don't have to sit there. But if you don't want to, or you feel like it's pushing it too far, you don't have to come up and say, "Oh, but these apps aren't doing anything about it. These companies aren't doing anything about it." You can just bring the issue up, and then that will entice other people to look into it more themselves. And then at that point, they can figure out these apps and companies aren't doing anything, and then they can just start disseminating that information, amongst themselves. It's just I think it should be up to these big YouTubers and other people who shield these things to actually, kind of kickstart the conversation, get the ball rolling.
So I'm sorry, I've been a little out of it. Which apps are we talking about in particular?
Primarily Candid, Periscope, and Twitter.
All right, yeah. I do remember there was this whole debacle with Armored Skeptic and Candid. What exactly, if you guys do remember, what was that about?
Hello, I'm back again. My internet is being a fucking cunt bag, so...
Welcome back.
I lost it there for a minute.
So do you guys remember what happened with Armored Skeptic and Candid? Because I do remember that there was a controversy, but I think it was because disclosing that he had a partnership, not exactly a partnership, but he had been he had a deal with them, but I don't exactly remember what it was. Do you guys remember?
Well, yeah.
What it
The issue with Armored Skeptic, it was a similar issue as with a lot of these other big YouTubers. Is that they had contracts, they were paid like $10,000 to shill this app out and everything, and then the big controversy came about, kind of partly related to the child pornography thing, as well as a couple of the other issues. Such as, especially considering like Candid, collecting metadata on their users and everything, where no one was hearing a peep from these YouTubers, but Armored Skeptic in particular, I believe, was kind of coming out in defense of the app, no matter regardless of the issue, and then people started really giving him crap about it because the other guys, even though they were pretty much silent on it, and they weren't touching it. That's one thing, but to even after all this information comes out, begin to defend it, that's another thing entirely.
Well, did he know about the information? Do you think?
Well, he must have known about the information, as far as I'm aware, because there were plenty of people tweeting it at him. There were plenty of people making a fuss and sending him information left and right, and so either he knew about it and defended it regardless, or he just ignored it completely and decided on intentional ignorance.
Because the only person I saw tweeting against it is Bering. He made videos against and harmful opinions, and the only person I saw making videos towards it was
I really don't interrupt. I really don't mean interrupt, but McPaul.
Yes.
I stopped following Bering, particularly on YouTube, because I felt that he was just picking apart easy, low-hanging fruit on YouTube. I felt that it was. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, that's kind of the problem with this is why I like Sargon. This is why I kind of like Amazing Atheist and a couple of others. But people like Bering and Shu and Armored Skeptic and them, is that they're always, every single time, they're always going for the low-hanging fruit.
What do you think?
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
The past couple videos from Amazing Atheist, I would say he's not going for low-hanging fruit. Like with the Women's March, it's not low-hanging fruit to go after what's her face. And
Amazing Atheist. At least he tries to. He doesn't go for the low-hanging fruit all the time. He does plenty of times, but at least he attempts.
Right.
At least he attempts to reach for the higher branches. And then there's people like Sargon who they'll reach for the middle and the high all the time. But it's like Armored Skeptic, Bering, and Shu, and several others. It's always low-hanging fruit with these people every time.
Well, with Bering though, like Bering puts out 2-3 videos almost every day.
Well, that's the problem.
Well, and that's exactly why he puts them out so often, because he's always going for the low-hanging fruit. It's easy content.
Exactly. It's too easy. It's too easy to go after the people that Bering does.
I can agree with that, but I think some of it is like there's like low times where there's like, even though right now there shouldn't be any low times where there's nothing going on, because there's plenty going on. But seriously, where do you get these pictures of me?
All over the place. You are everywhere.
Apparently, I'm being watched, man.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like with Bering, well, like I said, sorry, let me start from the beginning. There's gonna be some low times and some fucking high times. Right now, there should be some high times because of everything going on, but I don't know, maybe just Bering's a little fucking choosy or something. I don't know. Armored Skeptic, I don't know, man. I love Armored Skeptic, I do, but like, it seems like whenever there's like something going on with like Bering or somebody in the skeptic community, he is like a hard ass on them, like hardcore, no matter what.
Crush the cucks with your mind.
Well, see, that's the thing about Armored. That's the thing about Armored Skeptic is that, once upon a time when he was a smaller channel, he actually used to do a lot of good content. But then, he just, after he got super popular and it was just basically milking off of fucking Shoe on Head's popularity, he started getting lazy with it because he just started, sitting on his popularity and going like, look how fucking amazing I am. I don't need to give you quality. I don't need to waste my time for
He's also
quality.
been really late with stuff. Like his last video was on the quote unquote BLM kidnapping, and that was like, dude, that's old, man.
It's like the thing about it is that with Armored Skeptic in particular, he's no different than a fucking Christy Winters meme at this point, because it's with him. It's all at this point. It's all just robust skeptic arguments.
Yeah, kind of.
Well,
Jeff is the only one that I actually see that's putting out just stuff that's nobody's really talking about that much, like the Standing Rock pipeline stuff and things like that.
Yeah, it's
I don't.
It's like they're only like.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. All right. So I was going to say before today, I hadn't been a big fan of Jeff. I'm not sure why. I don't really know exactly why. There was just something about him. But today, I did realize that Jeff was a what's
saucy
the word?
devil.
It's something like that. I realized that he was an authentic player. He was an authentic player in the game. Not to the extreme as Sargon, but maybe he's up there with Kraut and T. Definitely. But there's also this guy, I'm sure you guys know, Wizard of Cause, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have not heard of him yet.
How dare you?
I really like him. He's up there with like Louis Laveau. And that's a different subject, but Wizard of Cause, today he uploaded a video, like a parody of the what is it? He Will Not Divide Us. Did you guys see that video?
Mm-hmm.
With Shia LaBeouf?
It's Wizard
Hitler
of Cause.
did nothing wrong.
Like, he will not divide us. Human gingivitis. He will not divide us. Human gingivitis. It's basically a parody on the cult-like way that they were repeating "He Will Not Divide Us" at that New York City
exhibit.
Exhibit exactly. I feel like he's a good
4-year live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that fucking
I'm not gonna lie, when I
was so full of gold.
I just love the fact that Shia got fucking arrested after one of these fucking trolls came along and was just like standing there right in front of the camera, right next to Shia LaBeouf, and Shia's doing his whole thing, and then this guy's just like, Hitler did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You got his
and then
Shia LaBeouf got arrested for that? Are you serious?
Well, Shia LaBeouf just started going off on this guy, and then just started wailing on him, and then
did he actually attack him? Like I thought he did.
He attacked him.
No,
he didn't just yell at him.
In the face.
He didn't just yell at him. He actually physically assaulted this guy,
and
so that's why they arrested him.
Understandable then.
See, the thing that you don't see in this stream is that there's cops like literally, like 5 feet to the left of the camera.
See, this is a beautiful thing about the whole "He Will Not Divide Us" bullshit, is that it's so beautiful in the fact that it's basically a parody of itself. It's showing people exactly how obnoxious and cult-like and violent and aggressive that these leftist piece of shits can be.
Yeah, well, it's just like that coffee shop video. Even though it was done by actors, it's even better that it's done by actors because they're literally showing how fucking how crazy the fucking left is and the progressives are. That they were actors and everybody thought it was fucking real. That they could do this fucking bullshit show, and people would think that it's fucking real. It just goes to show you how far they've gone.
It's in its own way, it's beautiful, but at the same time, it's a little terrifying and pathetic.
Yeah, exactly. And fucking shit's crazy. I didn't know like I knew that he fucking cussed him out. I didn't know he actually attacked the guy. And it's one of those things like this is actually the one case where the dude is actually a fucking Nazi. Came out and fucking he might have just been a dickhead.
Well, no, the guy who said it wasn't a Nazi. He was just a fucking troll.
Who's the Nazi?
Yeah, I was about to say he's probably just some dickhead that's just come out to say it.
Yeah, there
just
wasn't
to ruffle feathers.
Yeah, there was no Nazi. The guy who said it in front of Shia, he wasn't a fucking Nazi.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The guy who said it in front.
It's understandable where people would think he's a Nazi. It's not like fucking.
They think everybody's a fucking Nazi
don't
these
like
days.
Me, Nazis hate me, and then punch in the face because you're a Nazi.
No, they think everybody's a Nazi nowadays.
How many actual Nazis came out to that New York exhibit? How many Nazis real Nazis came out to that?
Let me think on that for a minute. Zero.
Maybe zero.
Yeah, well, to quote Barry, fucking, the Nazis ended back in 1945. Or whatever the fuck year.
No. There's still neo-Nazis and all that sort of thing. But the thing is about if you had actual neo-Nazis going to that fucking exhibit, they're not gonna stand there and just fucking tease people in the front of the camera going Hitler did nothing wrong. They're not gonna sit there in a little group and laugh and go ree.
Yeah, but these people are
if actual neo-Nazis fucking showed up to that exhibit, what they'd be doing is they'd be yelling at people, getting in their faces, and beating the shit out of them.
Yeah,
so, I'm not sure if I've asked this question before, but how many of you would actually punch Hitler in the face? Not because he killed a lot of people, because
so sick.
No, because he did not like Jews. That's the underlying.
I wouldn't even
Jews.
I wouldn't even hit Hitler.
I wouldn't even punch Hitler. Punch Hitler because of his political opinion.
I would not even punch Hitler.
His opinion would be, I do not like Jews. Would you hit him?
Just off of that, he hasn't started the Holocaust. Nothing. No, I wouldn't.
So if Hitler and it was just me and Hitler pre-Holocaust in a coffee shop, and you said, I don't like Jews.
Yeah, fuck Jews.
There's absolutely no way I would punch him in the face. I would say, that's pretty. Really, any reason you should not like Jews. There's no way I would physically there's no way I would use physical violence on him. There's no way.
Yeah. Exactly. I would not use physical violence on anybody just because they have a different opinion, regardless of what the opinion is.
Exactly.
Dude,
there is never in any regard, in any situation, unless somebody's being violent, in which case, of course, fucking defend yourself. But otherwise, there is no reason in a civilized society whatsoever to ever enact physical retribution or violence against somebody just because of their fucking political stance or their opinion.
Man, this is why I love the internet and I love all of you guys.
Because honestly, if these people are going to start calling everybody a Nazi and think it's okay to go punching them, then fuck it. I'm going to call them a goddamn Stalinist and a commie, and then I'm going to feel like I can punch them. If they want to start that shit, I'm going to serve it right back tenfold.
Dude, if I ever told anyone in my near proximity in my life that I would not punch Hitler in the face,
what do you guys think
I'd be fucking exercised so
go ahead.
fucking
Wait. Go ahead, Zach.
Well, sorry. What do you guys think about the whole Richard Spencer thing being punched in the face? What do you think about that? Do you think he deserved it?
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's fucking bullshit. It should never have happened, and the person who did it is a fucking coward.
Yeah. Hold on, I just want to say one thing. I'll let you go on. Let me say this one thing.
Yeah.
He was saying he's not a Nazi. People, Nazis don't like him. Respect his pronouns.
All right, so even if he is a Nazi and he did do the Hitler salute at that one rally, whatever it was, but even if he is a Nazi, do you think he deserves to be punched in the face in public?
No, because I said, you should never, ever enact physical violence against somebody with a different political opinion or stance, no matter what, unless they are themselves being violent toward you.
This is the exact fucking reason why I asked that question, because you should not be able to be punched in the face because of your political reasoning.
Yeah. Violence on the basis of political opinions and stances should always, if you are a decent fucking human being, always be reactive, not active.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to know a good reason to punch somebody in the face is if they piss in an elevator in your apartment complex and are a drunk fucking asshole. That's a good reason to punch somebody in the face.
Well, even that.
Oh no, I
even
wouldn't. I wouldn't. I
that,
wouldn't
would
punch them in
say-
the face. I would just fucking grab them by the goddamn scruff of the neck like I would a dog, and I'd put their goddamn nose in it.
Dude,
I
I'll
would-
Oh my
punch
god, I
you
wish you would have seen what
fucking
that
The thing
was.
is, the thing about with the Nazi thing, the thing about the Nazis thing is that the word Nazi has become so fucking diluted.
It's no different than
That-
it's no different than the word
That's like
racism or
every
sexism
fucking-
or homophobe or anything like that. It's
even
become
us, dude.
it's become
Yeah,
like
go
all these words: racism, sexism, homophobe, rape, and all those different ones. At this point, all it's turned into is a diluted fucking pejorative.
Exactly. So everyone who, even if you, if you support Trump, you're a Nazi. Even if you think that Trump being elected over Hillary Clinton is a good thing, you're a Nazi. Even if you think that Trump, not everything he does is good, but some things he does is good are good, you're a Nazi.
If
The thing
you
about
disagree,
Nazis-
you are a
Yeah.
Nazi.
Yeah.
If you disagree from any SJW propaganda, you are a Nazi. Anything that is counter to an extreme leftist ideal, you're a Nazi. When people ask me who the fuck
So what you're saying is that all four of us right here, right now, are Nazis.
Well, we're all Nazis.
We all are. Yeah,
No,
we're Nazis.
In the eyes of the SJWs, every one of us, everyone.
All Jews to die.
Or I guess I don't know who said it. I think it might have been I don't know. It was one of those stupid fuckers. It was one of those stupid fuckers who partook in the
Gandhi. Gandhi.
No. One of those fuckers who partook in the reasonable questions for anti-SJWs video. According to them, they are not SJWs. They're SJews.
Wait. The reasonable question for anti-Jeb, was that like shoe on head? Was that
No. It was the video. Reasonable questions for anti-SJWs. It was people like H Bomber Guy, Steve Shives, Christy Winters, T1J, and a bunch of others. I mean, you can go to my fucking channel. I got a 3-part fucking response video, and I named it 3 parts.
I said anti-SJW. I didn't know you. I didn't know you said.
Did you do like everybody else and just totally ignore Steve Shives?
Oh no, I even addressed Steve Shives. I mean, sort of, because he's a fucking idiot and his questions are stupid. So
yeah,
I sort of addressed him, but at the same time, I literally addressed all their questions.
One of my goals is to actually get into a live stream with Steve Shives and all of them.
That is never happening.
Oh, I know it's never going to happen.
Well, I mean, that's the funny thing about it.
I'm going to ignore Steve Shives the whole time. I'm not going to acknowledge his existence. Every time he talks, I'm going to start talking. And when they're like, "Dude, why are you interrupting Steve Shives?" I'm going to be like, "What? He's here? Where's he at?"
Well, see, I don't see him. Well, see, that's the thing about it is like, I think it was Christy Winters, Kevin Logan, somebody else, and I think Steve Shives, maybe. They did this live stream on Kevin Logan's channel. And there was this specific part where they were just like bitching about not being able to have dialogue with dissenting people with other opinions, and I'm just like, and I watched through it and I'm just like, okay, so you're calling for dialogue, but at the same time you're saying you'll never have dialogue with these people, and then you're bitching at the fact that you're not getting your dialogue.
Right?
Who is this fucking Jew, Superman?
Oh, that's the thing. If you watch part 1 of my response to the reasonable questions for anti-SJWs.
I did subscribe. I did subscribe to your channel, so
I did see that, and thank you very much.
Yet, but I will.
But do watch part 1 of my response, and you'll see exactly why this picture right here, comes up and why it's important. I'm not.
Are you guys subscribed to Noel Plum?
No.
What do you think about? If you guys know about Noel Plum, what do you think about him?
Got no clue.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Noel Plum, dude. He's a big NTSJW. Let me fucking link him real quick. Go ahead and continue what you're saying about
all that I know is that Nazca is totally triggering me with all his fucking pictures.
You're
I
welcome.
love these pictures, dude. I am not triggered at all. I love them.
No, you can't hear it, but I am reeing in the background.
You're welcome.
We need that. We need that fucking. Where is that guy? That guy needs to come back.
Yes.
I'm actually surprised because he's a pretty. He did a live stream with Sargon a couple of months ago. But Noel Plum, he's absolutely fantastic. Honestly, guys, you need to watch him.
Hey, I'll check him out after the stream's done and everything.
I would honestly just subscribe to him. He's everything he does is extremely reasonable. He's not a centrist, but oh my fucking god, this fucking picture that you sent. Hey, Jeff's back. What's up,
hello.
Jeff?
Oh, Jeff.
Oh my god.
Hey, Jeff, how's it going?
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Doing well.
Pretty good.
I do apologize for the current image up on my screen. I do apologize for that. I know it could be triggering.
It looks like
apologize.
It looks like it's a Nazi furry hangout with Gazi Koza.
Yes, right? it's part of my Yiff for Social Justice series that I'm creating.
Well,
this is my concerned face about it.
It gets better.
That's the thing.
It gets better.
This is as much of an emotion as you get out of me for that one.
Oh, believe me, it gets worse.
Okay, Jeff, if I showed you my goatee right now, how would you react?
Your goatee?
Yeah.
You want to show me your giant spread asshole?
Dude,
yeah.
Please, McPaul, please don't. Please don't.
I would probably rate it objectively.
Don't be such a robot, Jeff.
I'm an old school denizen of the internet. I've been around for a long time. So if somebody wants me to rate their gaping, spread open asshole, I'll give you a fair appraisal.
Hey,
that's all I ask for.
That's totally
Dude,
fair, Jeff.
That's awesome.
I won't even flinch. I'll just be like, well.
All right. So,
Jeff is such a wonderful little robot.
What are your criteria for a good goatee?
Well, okay, so there's the color palette that's going to be presented. You know, you don't want anything too monochrome, but you also don't want like stark contrast. You don't want to have somebody who's got like pinky, fleshy, like Caucasian cheeks with like a dark brown fucking brown eye. You know,
well, that's
obviously.
hentai. That's hentai.
No,
but you want something that's like a cascading.
Purple.
You want a cascading shades into something that's definable, and you're like, that is a butthole. Another one is asshole symmetry. Asshole symmetry is very important. Very important.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Obviously, trying to go for free from defects, but nobody's asshole is perfect. We all understand that.
I think Jeff, that at this point, you and I could probably agree that a lack of a prolapsed anus could be a benefit.
It could.
Yeah.
And my fish is done cooking. Bear back.
What? So first of all, anything that isn't a prolapsed anus isn't good enough.
If you are going to goatsy and you have a prolapsed anus,
okay. Hold on.
So Jeff, first of all, Jeff is here. We have to talk about something that isn't prolapsed anuses.
Well, hey, I don't know. You come up with something. You're the one who fucking invited him.
First and foremost is
okay. So
a prolapsed. Can you have a goatee without a prolapsed anus?
So, is goatee just showing your asshole? Is that what this is?
So goatee is showing your anus with both of your hands in a spreading fashion. You're showing your anus
like
whatever.
Let me explain it. Let me explain it to you this way. It's
inside out.
No, it's not. That's prolapse.
Yeah, that's prolapse.
What a goatee is
a goatee
is you are spreading your ass apart where four of your four fingers minus your thumb on each hand is dug deep and you are spreading wide.
Okay, I got you. I know what it is now. I didn't know that was the name for it. I just thought it was just spreading your ass. And I got you. That's the name for it.
I don't mean to take the credit for it, but Jeff did get invited because of me. That's oh my god.
So no, you're not taking the credit for it. You're taking.
Wait, wait. Let me take the credit back because that's extremely fucking narcissistic. Let me take it back. I don't mean it. So let me.
You're not taking the credit. You're taking the blame.
I just enjoy the fact that we got.
Shut up, Sweden.
So let me completely erase what I just said. The fact that Jeff is here is great. We have to talk about an actual subject here besides goatee.
Yeah.
No, wait. To keep Jeff interested, we have to have an actual concept. He's back, guys. Talk about something important.
No, he's totally into goatee.
No. We can't talk about goatee. Something else.
Well, you have me for about 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish up my my dinner for the night. But
all right,
yeah,
it's all good, man.
What do you think about spaghetti?
When I'm upsetty, I feel like spaghetti is the only thing that can like bring me back to real life.
What kind of fish you cooking?
Good enough answer. What do you think
Salmon.
about? What do you think
Salmon.
about transgender people? What do you think about a transgender man who turns into a woman who still has a dick who says, "I like men"?
What?
They're a faggot.
So a transgendered woman who still retains her penis but likes men.
Right.
Well, is she living 24/7 as a woman?
No, as a man. She's as a woman with a penis who likes men.
Yeah, but I mean, like, she's obviously making effort to like live her life as a woman, right?
Yeah, she's wearing dresses of some sort or some shit.
Wears a bra, but she was born as a man who is now identifying as a woman. What do you think?
Okay. I mean, like, I don't really care about it. That'd be fine. She's taking the effort into addressing her gender dysphoria to transition towards a woman, whether she wants to get the dick lopped off or not. Honestly, I love dicks. I can understand why you want to keep your dick. I can get that. Totally makes sense to me.
I love my dick.
Yeah.
But you know, she lives as a woman, but enters into a sexual relationship with a man. Like, that's cool. That's fine. I mean, I would consider that a heterosexual plus relationship, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, it depends on how you want to. It depends on how you want to define. Like, if you even feel like you need to define something.
I was about to say, why we got to put labels on it?
Exactly.
Yeah, it just depends on, like, for your own comfort level, how you would necessarily want to define how they live their own lives. But
okay, Jeff,
you know,
the real question is: are traps gay?
Are traps gay? Is that a problem?
No, I'm totally bisexual.
No, I mean, like, because, like, you know, I'm just saying, like,
so
like,
the real
whether gay or not. I tell you what. I tell you what. You take the straightest man you can find, and you send him pictures of Bailey J. for like a week. Just
Lord.
pictures of Bailey J. from the waist up. Pictures of Bailey J. for a week. The straightest guy you know, send him pictures of Bailey J. waist up, nothing but, for a week. You're like, dude, isn't this girl beautiful? Oh my God, isn't she so gorgeous? Holy shit. And then after a week, you send a full spread picture of Bailey J. and you will see how fucking heterosexual your friend is at the end of that fucking week.
Okay, what's your personal opinion?
Sorry.
About what?
Go ahead, McPaul.
Would you suck Bailey J's dick?
Would I suck Bailey J's dick?
Yes.
Is that even a question? Yes, nigga. What the fuck? Is that even a question?
I'm not gonna lie. I have not seen Bailey J.
Nigga, what the fuck?
I would or not.
Yeah,
okay, I tell you what. For everybody here and anybody who's watching, go Google Bailey J brushing teeth. Thank me later.
Dude, I've masturbated to that video so many times. So
it's like I'm committing the white genocide with my ejaculate every time I see that fucking picture. So
all right.
Anyway,
I've got one question for you.
Yes.
So you did the famous JonTron stream with Sargon a couple days ago.
Yeah.
You did bail. Honestly, you had your reasons. Did you go on with Dave Rubin? Just a quick question.
Did I do what with Dave Irvin?
Did you have an interview with him? That's
No,
one.
I didn't have an interview with him. Me and Dave sat down before he had his talk, and we hung out for like 6 minutes. We just shot the shit.
All right. So the second question is, if you had stuck around with John Tron for that Sargon stream, what questions would you have asked him? If you could.
I don't know if I actually would have asked him anything, to be honest. The most I think I would have asked him would have been like opening questions of like, how do you see how you feel like you're not allowed to talk in a certain space because of the things that you're trying to do, and do you feel like that's an infringement upon your ability to exercise your First Amendment to be able to speak openly? Like, that's probably the only thing I would have actually asked. As far as like whether or not I would like or dislike his political opinions, I don't care. I mean, it would have came up one way or the other, but
Right.
I'd be more interested to know, because he has so much to lose, how he feels about his own personality and his own career curtailing his ability to speak his mind. That's what I would have been interested in.
Well, that's
essentially the issue of how he feels, how he feels his his career as the comedian and the YouTuber and everything. How that unfortunately restricts him from saying anything political that he may really
spoke
want
about
to
it
say.
a lot. Yeah, he spoke about it a lot, and like that's what I was really super interested in. So I'm glad that he talked about it. It was really nice to meet him. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to talk to him again.
That's why I listened to the whole 5 hours. I was just wondering exactly what his opinions were concerning, his career, his whole career. I've been following. Right. I've been following him since like day one. Yeah, I've always wondered exactly where he stood since Game Grumps, where he stood on political positions.
All right, you boys have a fantastic stream. I'm gonna go finish making dinner for my family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fun, man.
Amazing.
You enjoy that salmon.
Thank you very much for joining us, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. See you later, man.
Yeah,
make more
later, Jeff.
Make more videos, you faggot.
You know what's funny is your guys' questions for Jeff completely different from mine. My questions.
So what?
Of course, because you're a fucking pleb.
Yeah.
No,
I asked
I'm from Oregon and I'm in North Carolina right now, so I'd be asking him stuff about Oregon just so I could relive Oregon.
Where are you in North Carolina, by the way?
Winston-Salem.
Exactly. That's what I asked.
What?
Wait, where?
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Oh, I'm in
Where
Greenville.
is that?
I'm in Greenville, SC.
I'm about an hour and a half away from Charlotte. That's about the best I could tell you.
Well, yeah, I know where that is, because I'm in Greenville, SC right now. So, so I would head up to Charlotte all the damn time.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm currently in Ocean Isle Beach. That's pretty close to North Myrtle.
I've been to Myrtle. Beach.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, so dude, if we ever need to, we could do a meetup because we're pretty fucking close.
Pretty much.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's only like 4 hours away is fucking Myrtle Beach.
Oh, God.
Between all of us, we're probably about 4 hours in between all of us.
Oh God, easily. Easily. It's not that hard.
Except Mick Paul is fucking European.
Yeah, sorry, Mick Paul, but you're a Swedish commie and you can fuck off. You're not welcome.
All right, I'll be right back real quick.
No problem, man.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the reasons I followed Jeff is total Oregon bias. Fucking when he said he's cooking salmon, I'm just like, Oregon salmon. I miss salmon so much.
All right, now I know this is totally off topic, but I think
we got a definitive answer of traps are gay.
What the fuck are traps? Damn it!
Well, okay. First of all, fuck you for not knowing what a trap is.
Hold on, I'm gonna say this first.
No. Wait.
I'm an old man.
Internet baby, are you?
God damn it, Mick Paul! Stop fucking interrupting people.
What was that? Oh yeah, I was gonna say fucking. I'll admit, I'm kind of an old man. I have literally shielded myself from all of this stuff until Ghostbusters came out. I clicked on one video talking about feminism and Ghostbusters, and it sent me down the rabbit hole of Chris Raygun, fucking Sargon, all these people, and I'm now one of you guys.
Okay.
So there's a lot of stuff I don't know.
That's
it. Batman, traps are basically dudes that look like chicks.
They are extremely
like really convincing.
They're extremely effeminate looking.
As soon as you said that,
Yeah.
I get the gist.
Yeah.
Like it's literally a person that has a dick.
Yeah, it's like the I think it was well, yeah, they used to do them like Maury Povich and those talk shows would do those episodes where like they would have a bunch of women and they'd be like, "Can you tell which one's a trans?"
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so Joel, you're just new to this whole I don't want to say whole anti SJW scene, but pretty much like
for the most part. Like I said, it was exactly when they started the whole when feminists started going on about fucking Ghostbusters. That is exactly when I first started.
So like you were this past fall, basically. So you were like pre-Gamergate.
Yeah, exactly. Like I had the same opinions I have now. I have these opinions about these fucking SJWs and shit. I didn't know they were called SJWs.
Right.
But all these people that were just fucking throwing bitch fits, calling this is racist and this is sexist and all that. I was always like, no, it's not. Go fuck yourselves. And then, but I always thought that I was a minority in it. Like I was the only one that was like, no, fuck you, it's not. And that I always saw everybody else saying that it is.
Well, I would say
that I wasn't.
Well, guys, just for the record, and this is off topic. You can get back to your.
There's a fact.
And you can get back to your thing, in a second. But I felt this needed to be said, and I tried to get it in earlier when Zach wasn't here, but he's here now, so fuck it, I'll say it anyway.
Sorry.
But I think it just needs to be said. Zach.
Mm-hmm.
You are very pretty.
I'm pretty.
We're very.
What are you talking about? I'm pretty.
I'm not.
Your camera was on when Jeff was here, and you're very pretty.
Well, you want me to turn my camera on again? I'll turn it on.
Well, that's entirely up to you because only we're going to see it. So,
I'm glad I don't have a camera I can turn on.
What do you think?
I have a big ass beard, long hair.
What do you think, guys?
I'm a fat ass.
Adorable.
You know what? Actually,
you think I'm adorable? That's nice, honestly.
Yeah.
I could put on a different picture. I could turn off my camera.
Even better with the glasses. Even better.
Yeah, I was about to say,
No,
with the glasses,
your arms. Like, pull up your shirt.
Pull up my shirt. Here we go.
Look at them! Look at them big ass nipples.
Big nips. I'm not afraid.
Are those hairy nips?
I'm pretty hairy. I don't know.
Pretty hairy.
What do you think?
Here's a question I have for you guys. What is your?
I'd touch it.
Hey,
sit.
I guess Stan.
my
What is
camera
your view on fat acceptance?
Fat acceptance could fuck itself.
I'm a fat
shit.
Right here, right
So
now.
if you're fat,
One moment, be right back.
All right. So if you're fat, be fat. If you want to be fat, that's fine. The thing about fat acceptance is if you think that you're fat and that you're healthy is the only thing that's bad. If you think that you're fat, you're extremely obese, but that's perfectly fine. You're healthy. You're as healthy as a fit person. That's the only thing I have a problem with.
No, that's delusional because I am a fat fucking piece of shit.
Well,
I'm not
fine.
obese,
Yeah.
but I have a gut like a motherfucker. Like
Right.
I could probably be Jabba the Hutt.
I'm a fat ass. I'm 6'4". Last time I got weighed, I was probably around 400 pounds. I'm not like, but there's the thing. I wear it. I wear it pretty fucking well. I've been told a bunch of times I look like I'm about 250 or something.
You could probably not tell that I'm fat by my face. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I will say that, like, looking at my face alone, you probably wouldn't tell that I'm actually fat. But for the most part, it's the same. I'm not for fat acceptance. I know I'm a fucking fat ass. I know I am not healthy. I get that.
That's cool.
My whole thing is, though, I just don't give a shit. But
and that's fine.
Yeah, and I agree. Like, I really do hate seeing these fat people with fucking, like, they're 600 pounds and they're like, I'm healthy as ever. No, you're not.
Well, yeah, did you see that TEDx talk with that fat woman who was like, oh, it's just about, big bones and, it's fat acceptance. I was just like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Here's where my view is kind of different than a lot of people's. A lot of people that are, in our quote unquote
There he
community.
is. There's McPole. There he is.
It's so dark.
Very dark. It's very dark. I'd like to see more, honestly.
I gotta freaking pull up his so I can kind of see it. It's still dark. But yeah, I was gonna say, oh, there we go, some light. And you got the bottle of lotion right next to you, dude. Really?
Dude, Batman, pull up your screen.
I don't have a camera on my computer right now. Like if I wasn't so lazy right now, I could pull out my fucking laptop and actually do it. But yeah, like I said, I'm lazy right now.
Right. Okay.
You have to go fuck yourself. But yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But no, I was gonna say where my view is different is like the BMI, the body mass indicator. I think it's total bullshit. I think it is flawed like a motherfucker, and there are exceptions. I don't necessarily say that it's big boned, but like me, if you were to feel my rib cage, it would feel like a skinny person's rib cage for the most part on the a fat to the bone ratio, if you will.
Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah.
My rib cage is actually wide. If I was I was born, I was a month preemie, I was 10 pounds, 4 ounces. I have always been big. I've always been fat. I was 6 foot at fucking like 13 years old.
That's tall. That's tall.
Yeah, and I was 300 pounds at 13 years old.
That's what. So if you were, let's say you were 6 foot at 13 and you were 400 pounds at 6 foot, that's pretty big.
No, 300 pounds. At that point, I was like 300 pounds.
You 6 foot, 400 pounds. That's enormous. I don't mean to insult you, but that's
no, I was.
big.
But like I said, I've always worn it well. I've always just looked tall. I've always just been. My height and everything is always like evened it out look wise.
Okay, so
but what I was gonna say is there are people who are literally born fat. I could go out and actually exercise, and granted, I will get healthier. It totally will be healthier. Not saying I won't. I'll be healthier. I will fucking actually get skinnier, but I will probably only get to about a Seth Rogen type of a size, at most. I could probably get skinnier than that, but it's going to be still around that. I'm still going to be a big guy.
Wait, Seth Rogen. Which one? Seth Rogen is
He was the Fear Factor dude.
That's hot stoner.
No,
in every movie.
Yeah,
that's Rogen. That's Joe Rogan. That's Joe Rogan. Is
Fear Factor. Oh, Seth Rogen. He's that shitty comedian who just makes those movies and talks about pot.
Oh, that's right. He's Family Guy. That's Seth Rogen is Family Guy.
Yeah, Joe Rogan is
McFarlane.
Buff fucking.
Dude, Seth MacFarlane. So who's Seth Rogen?
Okay, Seth Rogen. He was in This Is the End. Super bad.
I know who you're talking about. Seth Rogen's the guy who goes.
Yeah,
all the fucking stoner movies with fucking.
Yeah, he did that stupid ass fucking movie where they went to North Korea.
Pineapple Express. He's in fucking the South Korean movie where they go to North Korea.
The Interview.
Dictator.
Yeah.
The Interview. That's what it's called. The Interview.
Yeah, and like I was saying, me personally, and I'm talking about me personally. I'm not talking about other people, and I am literally a special subject. I'm not going to get into it. I have a whole bunch of shit with me.
And that's fine.
See, this is why I'm glad I'm only about 200 pounds, and that's only because of my bad fucking back. I can't fucking exercise.
Yeah, but one of the things about the BMI, which is something that I do kind of like, I don't really speak out. I don't talk about fat acceptance or anything like that, just because it's just so much shit. But the BMI is something I have a problem with because it's flawed. It only looks at.
Sorry.
Nice,
see, now you're just teasing me at this point, Zach. You're just teasing me.
Well, right. Hey, man, if you want to hook up, you're in South Carolina. We can hook up anytime, man.
see, you say that, and then.
Well, the thing is, I'm not actually gonna hook up with you. I'm not gonna actually have sex with you. But if you and fucking Batman and I want to have an actual hangout, I'll hang out with you.
But see, dude, you say hook up, and then you're pushing your fucking luck here. Do you want to get raped?
Well, then I've got. I don't actually want to get raped.
Do you have your rape whistle?
I've got excellent wings, is all I'm saying. But if you want to hang out in like Myrtle Beach, we can hang out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
One of these days, this is another reason of why I started making videos.
Zach, the only reason why I turned on cam is because I wanted you to rape me.
Mick Paul, I'll rape you anytime, man. invite me to Germany, I'll be there. I'll be there.
I'm not fucking German, you goddamn
No,
racist.
Sweden. I meant to say Sweden. I meant to say Sweden.
You all sound the same.
Oh my god.
You know,
Dude,
It's an understandable misinterpretation. It's an understandable misinterpretation because you got to admit that the Swedes, when they're speaking English, really they just sound like really polite Nazis.
No, dude.
I swear to God, Nicole, I meant to say Sweden. I'm not even joking. No. I meant to say Sweden.
Dude, I'm like Nazca. If you even say that to me in person, I'll literally punch you in the
face. Cool story, bro. I mean, let's fight.
Dude, no, so McPull, if you ever come to Myrtle Beach, America, if you ever come to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, America, please suck your wiener.
Okay.
Wink, wink.
You don't have to do that for me because I'm married, but like I'll totally do it.
Well, Batman, in North Carolina, where are you? Greensboro?
No, Winston-Salem, close to Greensboro. I'm like, just like 30 minutes away from Greensboro.
So in terms of like Myrtle Beach, how far away is that? Would you say?
I think it's like about 4 hours, give or take.
It's probably about the same. It's probably about the same distance as Myrtle Beach is from where I am.
Well, so I'm about 3 hours away from Raleigh. So how far away from Raleigh are you?
From Raleigh, I'm about 30 minutes away from Raleigh. So.
Oh, dude, that's not even that far. We can meet up in Raleigh. I drive 3 hours to meet you guys. Honestly,
I'm down.
Personally, I'd have to get a rental car to go anywhere because ours is a piece of shit.
Hans, get the gas.
One of the reasons I started doing YouTube videos is because I'm currently don't have a job, I don't have a car, and I literally live in the fucking boonies.
All right, so I have a quick question for you guys, and because I just noticed this.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you guys a couple pictures, and you tell me if they don't look like the exact same person.
Okay.
So in terms of Hans or what?
No, just wait for it.
All right.
By the way, another goal of mine, I want to try. If you look at my Twitter feed, you'll see a bunch of.
Holy
yeah. See, wait for it.
So Trump and
yes, liked my tweet.
Trump and who? Dude, that's Patton, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Patton. And it does.
He does look like
fucking Patton. But that's Patton from the movie. That's not an actual picture of Patton, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Patton has 4 stars, doesn't he?
I'm impressed.
Patton was a 3-star general during the war.
Okay.
And it really sickens me that Patton Oswalt is pretty much named after him.
No, seriously, I'm dead serious. Look at that.
The thing about Patton Oswalt is I do feel sympathetic about his wife. It's really it's terrible. It's terrible that his wife died, but like
no, dude, fuck Patton Oswalt.
No. He's a good guy. He's just the thing about SJW celebrities is that they're just misguided.
They're all dicks.
Well, the biggest problem with Patton Oswalt was
they just don't care.
The biggest problem with Patton Oswalt was he was great up until the time his wife died, and there was that period when he really had to go through mourning, which I completely sympathize with and I understand. But after which he just got straight up fucking sanctimonious.
Well, that's how I've always seen him. It's like.
Definitely to a certain extent.
Yeah, I've seen him kind of like as I've seen like Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
The only thing I have the problem with Bill Maher is just the smug attitude he always has.
I was gonna say that. If you didn't say that, I was gonna say Bill Maher is so fucking smug. It hurts.
Yeah, he's just
it's the Jew in him.
I knows everything.
It's the Jew in him. Just admit it.
Triggered. And Bill Maher, I remember even when it was probably about 2000, just before 2012. I remember he was a big turning point in my theism to atheism or agnosticism, But the thing about him is just that I always thought he was just so fucking smug.
Yeah. That's always been my problem. Like, I've tried to watch him so many times, but every time I do, all I see is just a smug asshole that's trying, like, looking down on me.
That actually hits on an interesting point, because of something what Zach brought up, is that in terms of, like, you know, there's a lot of different kinds of people in the skeptic community, but I have noticed that, you know, the vast majority of them, they are atheists, but they all seem so fucking insistent that if you're going to be a skeptic, you have to be an atheist. Oh, you're an agnostic? Well, fuck you. That's not good enough.
The only person, you know, I don't mean to like, you know, move it to another. It's not even moving to another subject, but one person that I can say that is maybe not an atheist but an agnostic who has branched off of the current the four horsemen to an extent is, you know, Joe Rogan and his podcast. He's definitely an agnostic because of the four horsemen. I would say Sam Harris was such a big influence on Joe Rogan, and his podcast is, you know, every time he talks about religion, it definitely branches off into an agnostic. You know, he does talk about, you know, DMT, mushroom, psilocybin, but every time he talks about religion and like I don't know how to describe it, like an out of body experience that isn't I don't know, I don't know how to describe it. If you guys want to take over from here, but every single time he talks about an out of body experience that is an agnostic experience, he talks about he can talk to people, talk to beings.
Are you like talking about when he's talking about his mushroom experience?
That's the thing about it, is that, you know, when he talks about stuff like that, it's like, yeah, Joe, I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, we have an actual word for that, and it's called a hallucination.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. No, what's the difference between a hallucination and an out of body experience that you can learn from? Is the question.
Well, hallucinations can come in many forms, and you can learn plenty of things from hallucination. I would fucking know. Not all hallucinations are inherently negative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As a person who have first-hand experience with mushrooms and out of body experience.
So McPaul, I don't mean to interrupt, but how many grams did you have? If you've had multiple experience, what was your first experience? Do you remember how many grams you had?
No, I don't remember how many grams I have, because I had a friend who supplied me with the things.
Okay.
And I just ate them. That's all.
So if you could tell us your first-hand experience, what was it exactly that you experienced on mushrooms, if you can remember?
I remembered.
You go though. I'll tell you after. Go.
I remembered sitting back in a couch and stuff from the, and that's a literal explanation of the things that I saw. Stuff coming from the wall towards me, and it freaked me out.
Well, what kind of stuff? Do you remember closing your eyes and experiencing any kind of three-dimensional experience?
I don't remember closing my eyes, but I saw like tendrils closing in upon me.
When you had your eyes open?
Well, I was quite drunk at the point.
See, we just need to get McPole out here sometime, and we just need to let him drop like 3 hits of acid.
Probably. Dude, we need some sort of fucking like prominent YouTuber in here right now. talking about this fucking shit. Do you know psychedelic? What's that guy's fucking name? Psychedelic. What's that guy's name? He's like the biggest psychedelic YouTuber. Let me see if I can find him.
Is
real
he
quick.
the like? Are you talking about the one that has done a couple collaborations with like
on your own?
You two cannot talk at the same damn time. God, have some patience.
Psyched Substance. He's the bald guy who has a million videos on whatever subject it is, whether it is psilocybin or DMT or weed or whatever it is.
I have personally never heard of this person.
Nah, not either.
If you are interested, I'm trying to. Got a lot of gas in me. If you are interested in any subject in the psychological realm, whether it be
So I think you mean psychedelic.
marijuana or psychedelics such as MDMA or psilocybin mushrooms or LSD, he is definitely the channel to subscribe to.
And see, that's just kind of the thing with me is, you know, as interesting as a channel like that, you know, probably is, it wouldn't really do anything for me for the simple fact that, you know, if I want to know about this stuff, if I want to, you know, be informed on it, if I want to really experience it, then I'm just going to do it myself. I don't need somebody else telling me what it's like.
I cannot say that I'll explain the experience I had in a good way or anything like that. I'm saying I have done it, and it was it freaked me out, and it was amazing at the same time.
So the thing of I don't mean to interrupt you, McPulp, but the interesting thing about mushrooms is you have to be in the right state of mind. You have to be in a good situation in your life. You have to be ready, and even if you're not ready, even if you're not ready to experience an out-of-body lesson. Every time you come back from mushrooms, you learn a lesson. Usually, it depends on how often you take it. The first time,
how much and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like Ralphie. It's kind of like Ralphie May says. It's like if you're gonna do psychedelics, have no phobias, and that could be extended to if you're going to be doing psychedelics, you have to be in the right state of mind. You can't be in a position where where you're stressed, where you're anxious, where you're fearful, or anything like that. You have to be calm, level, and ready.
You have to be. You don't have to be, but the ideal conscious moment you have to be in is, I'm okay with what I'm doing right now. Everything in my life is, you know, pretty much fine. I don't have an extreme problem with my mother, my father. You know, my brother's doing fine. My job, you know, there's this dude who's really annoying at the water hole, but, you know, I can deal with that. You have to be in this ideal state of mind, whether you're by yourself or with a friend.
No. You never, ever do psychedelics alone. That's rule number one.
No.
No, that's like the only rule that's ever existed. You
gotta trust who you do them with.
No, guys. I've done it by myself, and it's fine. Trust me.
Oh yeah,
dude.
That entirely depends. You may have done it yourself, but did you have a safety safe?
A safety safe?
A safety safe. The couch is always a safety safe.
Guys, I've had a safe word, if that's something you're talking about. I've had a trip sitter, which is similar, I think, to what you're talking about. And, you know, the first time I did it, it was, you know, I was really freaked out. I had no idea what was going on, but the trip sitter that was there assured me that what was going on was fine. You know, it was perfectly natural for the, you know, the chemical analysis that was going on within my brain. But
my
I don't know.
my first experience with psychedelics of any sort, where I tripped out and hallucinated, was when I was 4 and I got into the medicine cabinet. And I only thing I remember was like phoenixes flying at me. My mom was freaked out. I actually had to get my stomach pumped at 4. But I don't know what it is. Fucking mushrooms and psychedelics do not fuck with me anymore. There was that. There was another instance I got into some other medication as a kid, and then I was at an ICP concert when I was a teenager, and I got slipped acid into my drink, and I fucking tripped hard.
Like
But
insane clown posse.
yeah, I used to be a big juggalo. Paint my face and everything.
That's the funny thing about that's the funny thing about ICP is that there's always that period of time when someone's going to be a hardcore juggalo, and then one day
it was other juggalos that got me out of being one.
It's kind of like that weird lump on your left testicle. One day it just disappears.
Yeah, for the most part. But I don't know what it is. I have tried mushrooms on multiple different occasions. It has to have been about 10 different times. Each time did nothing for me, and I tried more each time. I've tried different things like shroom chocolates and stuff. And while I'm doing with other people, I take the same amount or more than other people. They're all tripping balls, and I'm just watching them all, just kind of like, I'm fine. The most anything happened was my lips got a little tingly and I got a little giggly, but that lasted for like 5 minutes. And I'm watching people just fucking trip balls around me.
All right, guys, I really don't interrupt. This is an extremely interesting subject, and I've had fun talking about it. But I think that for the concern of the stream that we're partly a part of right now, I think we should a more political subject that is more relevant to the current political environment, I guess.
Myself, I am actually going to jump off. I've literally been up over 24 hours and I'm still a little tipsy. I need to get some sleep.
Dude, which is fine and understandable, because I can end the stream anytime I want, but we can keep doing the hangout.
I hope you guys do. I would like to come back and watch what you guys have to say later.
Personally, I could keep going. I could keep going for a couple hours.
Yeah, because the stream's at almost 4 hours right now, which honestly
I
I would
could
say
keep
is
going.
a little impressive. But I think I could end the stream here in just a minute. But we can keep the hangout up and we can keep on discussing things, because we don't need any kind of audience in order to actually have these conversations.
Oh yeah, I mean that's pretty much what we were doing anyways.
Well, seriously though, are anyone actually watching us right now?
A couple people. I've got a friend. There was that Matthew Stratton guy who was a part of the stream. He didn't talk, but he did. I was encouraging him to talk when we were talking about the Star Wars shit, because he is knowledgeable, but he was just taking part in the, I don't know, like he was just messaging me about the mechanics of the Star Wars universe. He wasn't talking about the Anita Sarkeesian thing at all, and I was encouraging him to, give his side of the argument.
One of these days, fucking me, I'd love to talk Star Wars with him. I love talking Star Wars. Fucking, even though I do classify myself more as a Trekkie than a Star Wars fan, but I fucking know tons of shit about Star Wars.
Right.
Nah. But all right, I'm gonna jump off. You add me on Twitter. I'd love to talk to you guys more often and shit. But I'd definitely love to do a meetup at some point in time.
Absolutely, and just for the record, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream at this time. We'll keep the hangout open and keep chatting if we feel like it. But for now, I think we're going to end the stream. And to anyone that has has been watching through the stream, or in the future when it's uploaded, is watching it when we're offline, then
you're all gay.
I hope you all enjoyed the conversations and the bullshitting and chit chat and nonsense and everything.
Yep.
And by all means, down there in the bottom is you got my down there in the bottom, both in the description and on the page is you got my Twitter right there. You feel free to follow, hit me up with anything if you want to chit chat, be on a stream at some time. There's also my Facebook page. I don't really post there, but because I'm small, I don't got a lot of content. And then there's also my Patreon if you feel like throwing a dollar my way every month or anything like that. So that's about it. So I guess we are officially done. It's been fun.
You've got all our Patreons. You've got all our Patreons in the description. You've got Conflict. You got McPaul. You got Bubbles. You got.
Make sure that you follow me at John Tron Show.
You fucking shill. Did John pay you? Did John give you $5,000 to say that?
Follow me at Jeff Holiday.
Yeah, but it's been.
I'll see you guys later. You guys have fun.
Absolutely, it's been good.
All right, dude. We'll talk to you later, man.
Talk to you later. Peace.
Been fun.